handle it. Our rotation certainly needs it, and to not have the ability really to drop somebody in. And I think the progression is kind of fitting, and kind of the timing is good for this.
Freddie Freeman, you've been able to see him jump over the last few, or like man hasn't been quite as sharp as one.
You know, we were trying to dig into that because the last two specifically, he's just been off just a little bit, and he's obviously got such good command. So when it's not on, it's more kind of noticeable, I guess. I know that Mark said his work before this start was really good. There's not a health component, and so I would expect him to be kind of back on par with what he normally does as far as the command tonight.
How can I say when he got up to that hot start, like he's looking like he's becoming an ace? Like how much of that is starts like today, where you kind of have to be a stopper, kind of get things right, especially for the pitching staff?
This is one of those starts. I mean, obviously we're mired in a losing streak, and you know, he's our ace, and so he's you know, kind of had a couple pedestrian outings, his last two, but he's obviously had a fantastic start to the season. But these are the nights that you need your ace to be a stopper and go deep in a game.
How far off is he?
All right, there's Dave Roberts talking about really his pitching staff needing to give him some length. No doubt about that, and that begins tonight with Yoshi Yamamoto. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in with David Vassegh as we lead you up to first pitch. Game 2 of this 3-game set, Mexican Heritage Night out at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. First pitch coming up at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Memorial Day weekend marks the start of summer. That means more time in your car, family vacations, trips to the beach, baseball games to see your favorite championship team. Hi, this is Tim Cates. Is your car or truck ready for more time on the road? Get to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Make sure your vehicle is running at peak performance. Home with a 15-minute oil change. With locations throughout Southern California, find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, it's David Vassegh. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details. Ohtani.
The Dodgers and the Yankees. They're two of baseball's most iconic franchises. Their rivalry, once a battle between boroughs, would transition into an East Coast-West Coast affair. While we remember the history, it's the present that has our attention now. Come to Dodger Stadium Friday, May 30th through June 1st for the 3-game series between the Dodgers and the Yankees. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
As we were saying,
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Diamondbacks on this Tuesday night. Game 2 of this 3-game set between the Dodgers and Snakes. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Ryan Nelson, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on Deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Vassegh.
All right, DV, before we get into the Dodgers and what's wrong with this team that has lost 4 in a row, going around baseball, did we see a former Dodger get tossed earlier today?
Yeah, I keep tabs on Walker Buehler's small tenure with the Red Sox just to begin this new chapter in his career. And tonight was his first night back after being on the 15-day IL with right shoulder inflammation. They were playing at Fenway Park against the Mets, and in the third inning, Francisco Lindor, who was hit by a pitch by Buehler, stole second base, and on the pitch that Buehler delivered, it was a strike, clear strike, but the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook, called it a ball, and Buehler took exception to that and started to walk towards home plate. And Estabrook had a very quick hook. He threw out Buehler and former Dodger and current Red Sox manager Alex Cora. So that's what took place about an hour ago in the third inning at Fenway Park. Walker Buehler's return. Not even 3 innings because he was ejected.
Very animated Walker Buehler. We know that there when he's out there on the mound. David's driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, all electric. Tough this smart. Can only be called the F-150. David, this team has lost 4 in a row. Why is it important that Yoshi gets to start tonight?
Well, Yamamoto has been off to a great start, a Cy Young type of start. But these are the type of games that you look to your best pitcher in your starting rotation to step up big. And that's where Cy Young reputations are made. On nights like tonight, Yamamoto's got to come out and set the tone early for the Dodgers, put up zeros to give this offense a chance to get a lead so Dave Roberts can maneuver his bullpen a lot easier than what he's been able to do in the last 5 or 6 games, especially since he really doesn't have any more high-leverage right-handed relievers. In fact, you could argue that his 2 best relievers are Tanner Scott and Alex Vesia right now, but it all starts with Yamamoto. This offense can score, and they're going to score against this bullpen game by the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks bullpen is maybe their weakest part of their team, so the Dodgers are going to put up runs. They just would love to get a lead early.
It's a lineup, David, without Teoscar Hernandez, without Tommy Edman in place. You got Michael Conforto in left, Kike Hernandez in center, and Andy Paez moves over to right field, and Hae-Sung Kim playing second base.
It makes sense, Tim. I argued this last night on Dodger Talk with a few uninformed fans. Kike Hernandez is the best defensive center fielder the Dodgers have. We saw it in October last year. He has said that he maybe should have embraced center field earlier in his career because it would have been a different trajectory for him. He is one of the best defensive center fielders on the Dodgers. Then I would go Tommy Edman when he's healthy, and then Andy Paez. And Hae-Sung Kim is fourth on that depth chart for me, especially since he really doesn't have any experience out there. The Dodgers need to win this game. They can't experiment in this game with anybody playing out of position. He's an elite infielder, and that's the reason why the Dodgers have aligned it the way they have.
DV, great stuff. Appreciate it. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Coming up here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck, you're going to hear from Freddie Freeman. We're going to dive deeper into this pitching matchup with Dave alluding to Yoshi Yamamoto getting the start and needing to be the stopper tonight for this 4-game losing streak. But up next, your Dodgers magical moment. It's the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks on this Tuesday night, Mexican Heritage Night out at Dodger Stadium. First pitch at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
I can live my dreams.
I can rewrite my story.
I can create a future I look forward to.
When you enroll at a California community college, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Whether you want to transfer to a four-year university or earn an associate degree, financial aid and hundreds of career programs are here to help make it all happen.
I can do this.
It's time to take control of your future. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Hey, it's Audrey Ether here. There's nothing better than celebrating a loved one. Whether it's for the grad in your life or celebrating dad on Father's Day, Superior Grocers has it all. From a wide variety of flowers to balloons to everything you need for those parties. Get ready-made foods like chicken wings or potato wedges. How about some fresh carne asada for grilling? Order your graduation cake from Superior's Fresh Bakery. You always hit a home run at Superior Grocers. Download the Superior Grocer app for weekly ads and the latest in savings. Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Diamondbacks, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Ryan Nelson, the pitching matchup on this Mexican Heritage Night. There's actually a wrestling ring, Lucha Libre, happening right now in center field at Dodger Stadium. A wild scene. They got a battle royal happening right now inside the ring. The Dodgers hoping to come out and top tonight in the second game of this 3-game series. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
We go back to April 25th, 2022. The Dodgers in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. They scored 2 runs in the first inning thanks to Trey Turner's 2-run double. Max Muncy would double in the 5th. And then Will Smith in the 8th inning connected on a solo home run to left center field. The Dodgers scored 4 runs against the Snakes, while Walker Buehler had himself a night.
No balls and 2 strikes. Buehler set to go. The right-hander kicks, fires. Swung on and hit in the air to center field. Bellinger's got it. It's a complete game shutout for Walker Buehler, and the Dodgers win it 4-0. What a night for Walker Buehler. A night to remember for the right-hander.
Walker Buehler, a complete game shutout. His first of his career. Struck out 10, scattered just 3 hits, threw 108 pitches along the way. Walker Buehler, April 2022, his first complete game shutout over the Snakes. The Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check back in with Rick Monday. He is back. We lead jump to first pitch. Dodgers and Diamondbacks on this Tuesday night. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers. More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at galpin.com.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs, the perfect start to making your L.A. dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium-quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy.
Local, original, great.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
May 20th, 1979. Don Sutton becomes the winningest pitcher in franchise history following a 6-4 victory over the Reds. The win was his 210th, eclipsing previous record holder Don Drysdale's mark, set a decade earlier. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Leading up to Dodgers and Diamondbacks on this beautiful, warm Tuesday night here in Los Angeles. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Ryan Nelson, the pitching matchup. We'll get you the keys to the game coming up. We'll hear from Freddie Freeman, but first...
And now, joined by David Vassegh, here's L.A. Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
Well, we're happy to have him back home, and I decided to let him ease in a soft landing, as they say, in his first day back at Dodger Stadium. Our very own Rick Monday has returned from the nuptial celebration in Florida. Hi, Rick.
It was fun. Hi, David. It was fun. My stepson, Ryan, married an absolutely beautiful young lady, Jessica. So we had the 3-day event. And my wife, Barbara Lee, pulled off just a fabulous, just an incredible 3-day celebration, if you will. And I was kidding with someone. I said, look, I've got to get back to work to get some rest. It has not been that way. And my wife she might want to sleep for about 2 or 3 days. We had arriving at home at 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was a wonderful thing. The only problem, David, is that being up that late, obviously on Eastern time zone in Florida, I listened to the games, and while it was pleasant to listen to you guys do the broadcast, it was not pleasant to listen to the results, and that's got to change and change in a hurry.
Yeah, the Dodgers have been playing from behind this entire homestand, especially the last 5 games. How important is it to have their ace pitch like an ace tonight?
Yeah, and I think Dave Roberts was talking about that a little bit earlier, meeting with the members of the media, and it was asked specifically about it. And Dave came out and said, look, we're expecting better command of the strike zone by Yamamoto. And needs to go deep into the ballgame for a couple of different reasons. We'll get in on some of the pregame show with Tim Neverett and myself on exactly what that means in translating. The bullpen has been overworked. We're going to dig into that a little bit more a little bit later on in the broadcast and be able to understand, look, the reason that the manager was talking about, look, we need Yamamoto to go deep into the ballgame, and there's no reason not to. Normally command has been, hand in hand with him, but it has not been that case. In particular, first pitches, and that's kind of the story with recently in the not only the starting rotation but also in the bullpen too, falling behind a lot of counts, and hitters really like being ahead in the counts, and that's kind of the situation they've been in.
I'm not sure if you've ever been on a team where you're seemingly playing from behind before you get your first at-bat, but what does that do to the psyche of an offense when you know you're going to have to score runs each and every night, even coming from behind a lot?
I think the mindset has to be, look, as a group, we're going to have to score anyway in order to win the ball game. But it would be nice to have a respite and go to the bottom of the first inning with a clear scoreboard with a goose egg up there instead of being behind a run or 2 or 3, and that's happened too many times. It just adds to the burden of, the thing you have to really avoid doing is getting into that situation where you say to yourself, here we go again. Well, the Dodgers are not a here we go again ball club, and that's not expected. You know, everybody's talking about, oh, my goodness, they've lost 4 in a row. Yes, they have. The other part is they're still atop the National League Western Division. They need to play better to make sure that they can kind of get ahead. I think the only surprise in the West right now for me, the Giants. The Giants are just a game behind the Dodgers. San Diego starts a half game behind the Dodgers. The Giants, to me, have been the big surprise that they have maintained that, because the Dodgers, even though they lost 4 in a row, still 29-19, second best record in baseball. Detroit now has the best one.
Hey, that's a good reminder, Rick, because the Dodgers are playing in the best division in Major League Baseball, and that's not going to change.
No question. It is by far the most challenging division, because now you've got the middle game of the series against Arizona. And keep in mind, the Arizona Diamondbacks, David Vassegh, are only 3 games behind the Dodgers. Now, who would have thought Arizona was going to be there? Who would have thought that the Giants would even be within breathing room? But they are just a game back. So if you look at it, the Dodgers have lost 6 of 10. San Diego's lost 6 of the last 10. San Francisco's lost 6 of the last 10. But Arizona's picked up some spot. They've won 6 of the last 10.
Well, Rick, Monday's back, and that would be a good time for the Dodgers to snap this season-high losing streak. Rick, thanks a lot, and we'll check back in with you and Tim Neverett a little bit later. Happy to have you back.
Well, I sent a message also, and you'll understand this, and we'll leave it just at that. I sent a message down to Dave Roberts in his office, and you know what that message normally is when we have a chance to send along a little encouragement.
No doubt. Yeah, I know what you sent him, and I'm sure he appreciated that, Rick.
You know what today is.
We do know. Rick, we'll check in with you later. Glad to have you back. Tim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, DV. Thank you, Mo. This Dodgers Game Plan is brought to you by the California Community College. Financial aid is available to help you with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Rick and Tim will have the keys to the game, but up next, we go high and tight with Freddie Freeman. Dodgers and Diamondbacks Mexican Heritage Night out at Dodger Stadium. First pitch on this Tuesday set for 7:10. I'm Tim Cases, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota for summer?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer.
Yeah, I'm a pet sitter and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas.
Your summer starts here.
Oh, that's the Walker's pet parrot, Mr. Knowles.
That's me.
They packed up their new Corolla and took a trip to a national park.
Well, through June 2nd, everyone can join in on the summer fun with a great selection of Camrys, 4Runners, and more.
Yeah, the Johnsons strapped a canoe onto their new Grand Highlander and went out to the lake.
Shh, quiet, Lou.
And Mark and Sarah loaded their gear into their Tundra and went scuba diving. Oh, no, stop. Sebastian, Goldie is not dinner.
Fish for dinner.
No, stop.
This is bad.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Good luck.
Your summer starts here.
That's right, Mr. Knowles. Summer starts here at your Toyota dealer with a new Toyota. But it all ends June 2nd. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science to targeting cancer at the molecular level. With teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Dodgers icon Sandy Koufax. He was more than just a pitcher.
Koufax was the pitcher for a whole generation.
He's widely regarded as one of the best pitchers of all time and a man who revolutionized pitching in Major League Baseball. This year marks 70 years since Sandy made his Dodgers debut. Come celebrate his legacy at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, June 4th. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance, and you'll receive a Sandy Koufax Brooklyn Dodgers jersey presented by AMPF. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Diamondbacks, Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Ryan Nelson will be the opener for the Snakes, and what is a bullpen game for them. First pitch coming up at 7:10. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Zenshi Sushi. Enjoy the game with a quality, affordable meal that the whole family can enjoy. Zenshi handcrafted sushi made fresh on-site daily by professionally trained sushi chefs with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Find it near the deli counter at a participating Ralph's grocery store. They got the tuna rolls, the salmon rolls, my personal favorite, the mango crunchy dragon roll. They also have the poke bowls. Zenshi Sushi, always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
Well, we are always honored and humbled whenever Freddie Freeman has time to join us. He's one of the best players in Major League Baseball and certainly a great father, a great husband, and certainly one of the guys that you could say is the epitome of professionalism in Major League Baseball. Freddie, thanks a lot for the time.
I appreciate those kind words. Thank you, David.
Freddie's swinging the bat really well right now. Everybody focuses on what you're doing swing-wise, approach-wise, but is what you're doing right now a testament to the work that you put in after your ankle surgery?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm doing the same thing, though. It's the same approach, my same routine. And I like I've been saying the last couple of years, I feel like I've been fighting a cut swing for the last couple of years, and it's not cutting right now. It's what I've been looking for a long time, and everything's going up through the middle. Just like in Miami, I had a couple of low pitches. I was able to stay through them and hit them into the gaps. And if I had my cut swing that I've been trying to fight against and not have, I would have rolled those over or fouled those off or swung and missed. So sometimes you're just feeling good. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's the same thing I'm doing every single day, getting ready for each and every game. But right now, the swing is going through the middle.
But it's remarkable, Freddie. Most guys that went through what you did last postseason, not only with the ankle, but the ribs, to play through it and play at that level and then have ankle surgery during the off season and not skip a beat, that doesn't happen. But that's a testament to your work ethic.
I appreciate that. I really do. I do appreciate those words. In my mind, I'm just doing this what I expect myself to do. I did put in a lot of work trying to get back as fast as I could. It's still a work in progress. I just was on the table for about an hour and a half to come out here and do my drills and get ready for this game. So it's still going, but I'm in a good spot physically with my ankle, my ribs. We worked on that still too, just because of what happened in Japan. We weren't really thinking about my ribs, and then all of a sudden it flared up again real quick. So we've been working on that, keeping that hopefully in check. So In my mind, I'm just trying to do my job and do what is expected of me. So I understand there's been a lot of things that happened in the off season with surgeries and stuff like that, but I'm in a good spot physically where I can go out there and be myself.
I got a big picture question for Freddie Freeman, because your career has endured generations now at this point in a good way. Yeah. What's the biggest difference hitting in 2011, your first year in the big leagues, compared to hitting in 2025? The type of pitching you're seeing, just the way the game is approached.
I would say obviously velocity is a lot higher than it was in 2011. I also think, like we saw with the Miami start, Belozo, 2 times through the order, he was out, so most often you're facing at least 3 different pitchers in a night. There's different arm angles, just like the Diamondbacks. They have guys coming at all different angles. You got Thompson, who throws from sidearm. You got lefties. We faced another guy that we hadn't faced, Murillo, last night, throwing 100. So a lot of different things that are a lot different from 15 years ago. But I would have to say more velocity and facing more pitchers each night than we did 15 years ago.
What about pitchers making hitters move their feet? It doesn't seem like that happens anymore.
Not really. I mean, you do want to pitch in if that's the case. You don't want to be pitching on one side of the plate and we look out over there and it's easiest to just cover that and just shoot it the other way. So it's not about hitting someone and moving their feet. It's more about maybe throwing a sinker. Like as a lefty, throw a sinker in and then you can go back away. It's not about trying to hurt someone, hit someone, but it's more of just trying to move your eyes throughout the course. You don't want a hitter to have their eyes on one specific plate and you just throw it in that area all over and over again. So it's more about moving eyes around, and it's not about hitting people or moving feet, but it's a little different now.
Freddie Freeman is our guest. All right, Freddie, I think we always have short memories and we think things just fix themselves automatically. Nobody really has asked you how your son Maximus is doing. Is it still a work in progress? How is he doing?
Yeah, so I think Chelsea gave an update close to about a month ago. We were told by the neurologist he's about 80%. If you were to see him on a couch, if you walked into the room and someone on the couch, you would have no idea there's anything going, that he even had Guillain-Barré. So he looks great. He's still as stubborn as I am. So, but he still does PT multiple times a week. His ankle flexion, dorsiflexion at the top of his ankle on his left side is not all the way back. There's little reminders still that he's still healing, just like in spring training. He had like a little cacti spike in his left foot, and he had no idea it was in there because his nerves are still regrowing and healing. So there's little reminders, but he's obviously well on his way. The neurologist said, I don't know if he's going to be an Olympic track runner. I said his last name is Freeman. He had never had that in his cards anyways, but he's going to be okay. Longer than we thought, because we were hoping he'd be, close to 100 now, but it's looking hopefully by, July, August that he'll be completely back to normal.
Love it, Freddie. You're always in our thoughts. Thanks, Freddie.
I appreciate it. Thanks, David.
All right, David Vassegh and Freddie Freeman. Good to hear from Freddie leading up to first pitch tonight. And, of course, Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. No better time to enjoy some Dodgers baseball and some Shakey's Pizza. On game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Leading you up to first pitch. When we come back here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. It's the Dodgers and Diamondbacks on Mexican Heritage Night. I'm Tim Cates. It's World Champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Get ready for the best summer day in LA with Universal Mega Movie Summer at Universal Studios Hollywood. Because there's something in the water. Something from the past. There's something behind you. Don't miss the all-new Universal Mega Movie Summer, starting June 13th through August 10th. Visit UniversalStudiosHollywood.com for details.
Never forget this moment. Building a Dodger dynasty.
We're not stopping at one. We are running it back.
Don't miss a second on LA's best sports talk. AM 570 LA Sports.
And on the iHeartRadio app.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. with meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
With LA Care Health Plan, you have more choices for your Medi-Cal coverage, including LA Care, Anthem Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of California Promise. Get free benefits like doctor visits, prescriptions, and nationwide emergency care. Join the LA Care Medi-Cal family today. Visit lacare.org/medi-cal.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Diamondbacks on this Mexican Heritage Night. First pitch from Dodger Stadium is coming up at 7:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Ryan Nelson on the mound, 1-1, 5.13 ERA. 27-year-old right-hander, second-round pick of the Diamondbacks in 2019 out of Oregon. He was their minor league pitcher of the year in 2021. Now in his fourth season in the big leagues, primarily out of the bullpen now, making just his second start as the opener, his 11th appearance, his third start against the Dodgers, his first at Dodger Stadium, and his two starts against the Dodgers in his career, 1-0 with a 2.25 ERA, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts, and 2 career relief appearances against the Dodgers. He's given up just 1 run in 10 innings. He's really good against left-handers this year. Left-handers hitting just 190 with 10 strikeouts. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. He needs to be their stopper. Stop this 4-game losing streak that the Dodgers are in right now. He is 5-3 with the 2.12 ERA. The 26-year-old right-hander out of Japan leads the National League at opponent's batting average, 187, ranks amongst the National League leaders in ERA, WHIP, opponent's batting average, opponent's slug, opponent's OPS, strikeouts, top 10, and wins, top 5. Last time out, 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, in a win over the Athletics. He's going to face the Diamondbacks for the third time in his career, just the second season here in the big leagues, 2-1 with a 3.63 ERA and 17 strikeouts. He last faced the Diamondbacks back on May 8th, just a few weeks ago over in Arizona. He went 5 innings. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits, walked 1 while striking out 4 in taking the loss. So the Dodgers desperately need some length out of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Also, most importantly, need a 0 in that first inning. The last 4 Dodgers starters have given up runs in the first inning. That needs to stop tonight. Dodgers and Diamondbacks, we are 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
It never ends! Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. That's alignmenthealthplan.com.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers and Diamondbacks, Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound. Dodgers riding a 4-game home losing streak. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house. They haven't been doing it the last 4 nights. The same applies to your home, though. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, create and maintain defensible space starting at your house. Clear vegetation to your fencing or property line. And if space allows, extend up to 100 feet from your home. Ensure all combustible items like firewood are located 30 feet away at least from your home. Remove vegetation or debris from your roof, vents, windows, decks, and gutters. For more information about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. Let's head back out to the booth. Tim Neverett, Rick Monday, guys.
Thanks again, Tim. Big key tonight is going to be pitching and pitching depth. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is considered the ace of this staff. And even though Dave Roberts referred to his last 2 starts as, quote, pedestrian, he knows that he needs to be the stopper tonight against Arizona.
Yeah, absolutely. And better command against Arizona, 12 days ago, 5 runs. That was over in Phoenix, gave up a couple of home runs. One thing about Yamamoto, he throws strikes to lefties. They're hitting just 138. The Dodgers have to figure out Ryan Nelson, who faced them 10 days ago, out of relief, went 2 innings. No runs, did not give up a hit, and did pick up the save.
Nelson in the rotation for the Diamondbacks with Eduardo Rodriguez on the IL. Nelson making his 2nd start, his 11th appearance of the season. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks lineups and first pitch just around the corner, Tim.
All right, after the game is over, I'll be back with all your postgame highlights and postgame reaction. First pitch is next. Dodgers looking to snap this 4-game losing streak. First pitch when we return. Enjoy it. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Hoffy Hot Dogs.
A silky SoCal treasure. Local, original, great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because First Pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball!
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Hey, it's David Vassegh. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice-cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Memorial Day weekend marks the start of summer. That means more time in your car, family vacations, trips to the beach, baseball games to see your favorite championship team. Hi, this is Tim Cates. Is your car or truck ready for more time on the road? Get to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Make sure your vehicle is running at peak performance. Home of the 15-minute oil change. With locations throughout Southern California, find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium is Game 2 of the 3-game series as your world champion, Los Angeles Dodgers take on the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. Another gorgeous night in Southern California for the Dodgers, attempting to get out of a 4-game losing streak. They're atop the National League Western Division, a half game in front of San Diego, 1 in front of San Francisco, 3 out in front of Arizona as action kicks off today. For the Dodgers, 29-19 is their record. They've taken the field. Here's Dave Roberts starting lineup. Shohei Ohtani leading it off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts batting second and playing at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first base. Doing the catching and batting fourth, Will Smith. Max Muncy is at third. Andy Pages gets the start in right field. Michael Conforto is in left. In center tonight, batting eighth, Kike Hernandez. And Haesung Kim is batting ninth and playing at second base. It's the 10th start of the season for right-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto in search of his 6th victory of the season. Very good ERA at 2.12. And Dave Roberts saying earlier this afternoon, expecting better command of the strike zone and needing to go deep in the game. Yamamoto here in Game 2 of this series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The umpiring assignments, Edwin Moscoso will work the plate to call the balls and strikes. Chad Whitson is at first. Crew chief Chris Guccione umpiring at second, and David Rackley is over at third. We'll join you same start times tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Morongo Casino. Dodgers on Deck show, first pitch at 7:10. That's tomorrow. Game to win tonight. Happy to have you with us. Having to play. Here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. The Diamondbacks come out wearing their black game jerseys, trimmed in teal and desert red with the gray road pants. Dodgers in the traditional home whites. Yoshinobu Yamamoto up on top of the hill, squared up to the plate, ready to throw the first pitch of the ball game. He steps back, turns, kicks, delivers, and it's high for a ball, and we're underway at 7:10 in the evening. Very pleasant 78 degrees at Dodger Stadium. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Next offer, the 1-0 to Carroll is in there for a strike. Corbin Carroll, 279 hitter, 14 home runs. He's driven in 32, 6 triples already to lead Major League Baseball in that category. 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball down and in. And the interesting thing, 2 of those 6 triples have come against the Dodgers, and those are the only 2 hits he has against the Dodgers this season. Comes into this game tonight, 2 for 20 against Los Angeles. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto threw him the cutter inside, and he fouled it off of a foot, and he's sort of limping around right side of home plate. Might have got him on the right knee. Yep, it did. Just on top of the kneecap. So he is feeling the effects of that. Well, I'm all glad to have you back. I know you had a great time with the family in Florida.
Great trip. Good to be back. New additions to our family with a wonderful wedding. And now getting back, you and I talked last night and said, well, time to right the ship, snap that 4-game losing streak and get back into the winning side of the ledger.
I said now that Rick is back, things will get back to normal.
Whatever normal is.
2-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Carroll finally back in the left-hand batter's box. The pitch inside. Gets him to move his feet a little bit, but it's 3-2. Carroll 56 hits, 201 at bats. As we start the night tonight, Yamamoto winds, kicks, and deals the 3-2. And this ball is hit in the air to left center field. It'll be playable. Over there to get it, Kike Hernandez, who's in center field tonight. He grabs it for out number 1.
Well, for Yamamoto, again, Dave Roberts talking about the fact, look, need better command. The Dodgers pitching, in particular the starters of recent times, have had too many, well, ball 1, ball 2 counts early in the count.
Yeah, speaking of early in the count, for Yamamoto, first pitch strikes are not where he wants them to be this season. And in spite of his success, as he deals a strike to Marte, who has hit in 13 straight starts. Marte, 268, 6 home runs. He's driven in 10. And the pitch swung on, that's bounced foul. So he did start Marte with a first pitch strike. This year, 60.3% of the time he'll start an at-bat with a strike. The league average is 61.1, so he's below league average in that category right now. 0-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The first pitches are so important in terms of a strike. It can change the outcome of an at-bat for sure in the pitcher's favor. Here's a 1-2. And Marte looked for one, looked to be near the corner, but just missed.
Well, Tim, the Dodgers have found themselves really behind in counts early, and they've been finding themselves behind in the score early.
Yeah, important to hang a 0 here in the first inning. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is popped up, shallow right. Out goes Kim, but in comes Andy Pages. He'll reach up, make the catch. That's out number 2. 2 gone for the Diamondbacks in the top of the first inning.
Well, here's another reason they need Yamamoto to really extend it. You start to look at this bullpen. The Dodger bullpen, talk about overtaxed. They pitched the highest number of innings of any team in baseball. 49% of all the innings that have been pitched by Dodgers has been out of the bullpen. That cannot continue.
Lourdes Gurriel, right-handed hitting left fielder, facing Yamamoto, 227 hitter. And he looks at a ball low and away. Well, Dave Roberts said before the game, talking about Yamamoto, that he is the ace. He referred to him as the ace of the staff, which he is right now. 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, backhanded by Will Smith. A curveball, 2 balls, no strikes. He also referred to his last 2 starts as rather pedestrian. When you look at the start he had against the Diamondbacks in Arizona, 1 swing changed the entire outcome of his performance. And that was Gabriel Moreno's grand slam. Swing and a foul off to the right out of play. He gave up a career high tying 5 runs in the game, all of them earned, and 4 came on the Moreno swing, and it's the only grand slam that Yamamoto has allowed in his big league career. 2-1 pitch to Gurriel. A little bit below the knees, and Yamamoto falling behind, 3 balls and 1 strike. Kim playing close to second base up the middle. Left side is deep and toward the line. Betts and Muncy. 3-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit to Betts. He goes to his glove side left, picks it up, fires home to first. 4 out number 3. 1-2-3. Go the Diamondbacks in the top of the first inning. Half inning done. It's Arizona 0, and the Dodgers coming to bat.
Escape the confines of the city for the expanse of beauty.
Breaking news. Rolling app only.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is twin bill. Do you know what it means? Twin bill, a doubleheader.
Left field base hit for Heston Kjerstad. Had a multi-hit game in Game 1, and now his 3rd hit of the twin bill with a 1-out single in the opening inning here in Game 2.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's get it started, yeah. Let's get it started.
Shohei Ohtani will lead off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first inning. No score as Yamamoto retired the side in order. Boy, has he been on fire. Last 19 games, 11 home runs. Overall, he's got his average up to 312. 5 home runs over his last 6 games. And 10 of his Major League leading 17 home runs have come this month. First pitch to Ohtani is low and in. Ryan Nelson has come out of the bullpen to join the rotation. It's his 11th appearance, but just a 2nd start. The right-hander set at the belt, working out of the stretch at all times. 1-0 pitch, and Ohtani backs away from an inside pitch. It's 2-0.
The Dodgers saw Nelson 10 days ago in relief. Went 2 innings, no runs, no hits, had a strikeout, picked up a save.
He was tough. Now the 2-0 to Ohtani. And a strike called. Against the Dodgers, he's had 5 prior appearances. 2 of them starts. And he has an ERA of 1.5 in a Dodger stadium. In 10 innings pitched, an ERA of 0.90. As Ohtani swings, hits the ball to left field. Gurriel waiting in his tracks. He'll make the catch for the out. 1 gone in the bottom of the first inning. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Now, Mookie Betts had a day yesterday. 2 home runs, just missed a third. Came up short. Dodgers falling in game 1 last night. He'll take a strike here, 0-1. Mookie has hit more home runs against the Diamondbacks than any other opponent he's played against. 23 home runs in his career against Arizona. 0-1 pitch, and that's inside. Here's a number, Mo. Betts has now hit 140 home runs with the Dodgers. 1 more than he hit in 6 seasons with the Red Sox. And he's in his 6th season with the Dodgers. 1-1 is a strike at the knees, 1-2. But he hit the 139 homers with the Red Sox in 794 games. And he's hit his 140 with the Dodgers in only 632 games. And he's got a realistic chance to get to 300 career home runs this year as he shoots one to right field for an opposite field single. Betts with his 46th hit of the season. 1 on and 1 out.
Well, we had a discussion before the ball game. Yourself, Dwayne McDonald, and me about the fact that Betts with a higher home run totalage is they're talking about in a bigger ballpark. You think, well, Boston, right-handed batter, short wall, tall, yes, short. As far as distance,
it's 310 down the line, but you got to hit it at least 37 feet over it. Here's Freddie Freeman. And Freddie takes low ball 1. Freeman starts the night with a league-leading 368. That's his batting average, 368. 9 homers and 34 runs batted in. Career is a 337 hitter against Arizona. Now a 1-0. That's high and away. 2 balls, no strikes to Freeman.
You've got to get ready for the fastball with Nelson. He's come out firing at 97 as far as the heater in the velocity department. Lefties have hit just $190 against him so far this year.
Stretch by Nelson and the 2-0. And that's outside. Freddie gets ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out, Betts at first. Middle infield playing for 2. Perdomo up the middle, slightly to the left of the second base bag. Way off the line at third and deep is Jordan Lawler. Getting the start tonight at third. 3-0 pitch, ripped down the right field line, but hooking foul. Well, that was a rocket. But got out in front of it a little too much. 3 balls and a strike to Freddie Freeman. Betts gets a lead at first base. His right foot's out by the cut of the grass. Naylor holding him on. 3-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen by Freeman. 3-2 the count. Freeman, 519 career doubles. I mean, he is climbing the home run list all time, the doubles list all time. We'll give you some more information on that as the night goes along, just to give you an idea of where he is career-wise. 3-2, swung on, fouled away. As far as the doubles are concerned, he's 3 doubles away from tying Garrett Anderson, Johnny Damon, and Ed Delahanty for 49th all-time. Currently, he's 52nd all-time. But wait, there's more. 1 out, 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. So if he gets 6 more, let's say he gets 5 more, he'll tie Ken Griffey Jr. with 524. 6 more, he moves into 46th all-time, tied with 2 Hall of Famers, Willie Mays and Ted Williams. That's some pretty impressive company to be in. He'll get there this year. Pitch is swung on. Line drive to second base. Mookie's caught in no man's land. He's doubled off. Ketel Marte was moving toward the bag, caught the low line drive, and flipped it on to Naylor for the twin kill. No runs, a hit, that's it. After one at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers nothing, Diamondbacks nothing.
Breaking one app only.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an in
baseball.
No score, top of the second inning. Josh Naylor, the first baseman, leads off. Left-handed batter hitting .299, facing Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto sends the first pitch outside, ball one. Top of the second, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. And Naylor looking out. And the pitch coming in. And he looks at it just outside for a ball. It's 2-0. And again, here we go. Thing to watch tonight is first pitch strikes. And right now they've not been where he wants.
Well, four batters, and three of them have taken first pitch off the plate for a ball.
2-0. Swung on and hit up in the air to shallow right. Out on the grass and heading over toward the foul line is Haesung Kim. He makes the catch, and there's one away. One down. And the batter will be Gabriel Moreno, the catcher. And Moreno spoiled the start in Arizona for Yamamoto with the grand slam. You realize that we're on the 20th of May, and the Diamondbacks as a team already have 6 grand slams. And a strike call. Gurriel had one also in that series back in Arizona a week or so ago. Moreno hitting .264 overall. And he did take a first pitch strike, the 0-1. Swung on foul down the right side. It's 0-2.
Gurriel Moreno, right-handed hitter, and yet you look at the outfield, and they are playing position as if he is an extreme left-handed pull hitter. Way over into right center is Kike Hernandez, who's in center field tonight. And Conforto's about 130, 140 feet off the left field foul line.
Yeah, if he actually pulled one down the line, he could run for a while. 0-2. That's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, a lot of scouting goes into this. Ready for the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And it is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was the splitter.
And when you're looking at the scouting, it would also break it down. I mean, look at the infield. Say, well, evidently the scouting is showing the percentages on the ground to pull. If he hits into the air, opposite way.
Ready for the 2-2. Here's the kick and the pitch. And that's inside. It's now 3-2. So we started him off 0-2. 3 straight balls.
I've actually seen, this is only 5 batters in the game. We've seen a higher percentage of curveballs to this point than what we have seen in the past. Go back to last year.
Payoff pitch to Moreno coming. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Fastball at 96. First strikeout of the night for Yamamoto. Two men out, and Pavin Smith, the designated hitter, coming up from the left side. Well, the way they rotate often with Smith and Randall Grichuk, who will come off the bench, a right-handed bat who normally hit later in the game if a left-handed reliever comes in, and certainly the Dodgers have plenty of lefties. Smith hitting .306, 4 home runs. 1-0 pitch, that's outside. He's hitting .500 against the Dodgers this year. 8 for 16. 2 balls and no strikes to Pavin Smith. 2 down, bases empty.
Another batter falling behind early.
And the 2-0. That is floated over the plate for a strike.
I think it's interesting looking at Lovella's lineup as well. Now, Yamamoto, as I mentioned at the outset, lefties have hit just 138. Well, counting 2 switch hitters, Diamondbacks have 6 guys batting from the left side.
2-1 to Smith, fouled back.
So lefties 138, couple of home runs. Right-handers 239, 3 home runs.
Two and 2 the count. 2 down. Smith waits at the plate and Yamamoto fires home. And it's high. Ball 3. Another full count. The pitch count at 30 pitches at this point. He's been deep in the count against a number of hitters so far. And the payoff again. Swung on, rolled down to first base. Freddie Freeman's got it. Underhand toss to Yamamoto covering. Steps on the bag. 4 out, number 3. 6 up and 6 down for Yamamoto. He has retired the Diamondbacks in order in the first and now here in the second. Through an inning and a half, Dodgers.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike.
The world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
No score, bottom of the second inning. Will Smith, Max Muncy, Andy Pages to up against Ryan Nelson. And the right-hander for Arizona throws a pitch high, ball 1. Will hitting .339, one of the better averages in baseball. He's been on base in 7 straight games. He has a 3-game hitting streak. 1-0 pitch. In for a strike called, a slider. We've seen Nelson predominantly throw the fastball. In fact, 15 of his first 16 pitches in the first inning were all fastballs. He kicks and deals a 1-1, and that's outside and low. 2 balls and a strike to Will Smith. Will's actually hitting 4 straight, not 3. 4 straight for him. 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in for the Dodger catcher. He swings, pops this one up, shallow center. Coming on is Alec Thomas. He'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 gone. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the Bulls. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Max Muncy. Max has been getting a hit here, a hit there. Home run here, home run there. He's got his average up over the Euchre line. He's at 205 now. There's Nelson. Sends a fastball home, and this ball is hit hard but right at Corbin Carroll, the right fielder. He makes the chest-high catch for out number 2.
For months, as you mentioned, I mean, he's been swinging the bat much, much better. And, and you look up the scoreboard and say, well, okay, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He hit that one right on the screws. Good swing, good patience. That's where you come back. You get a hang with him in the dugout. But as a hitter, hey, look, I'm tracking in the right direction.
Andy Pages will now bat. 280 on the season. And he swings. It's a hard ground ball down to the third. Lawler to his knees, snares it, throws on to first in time to get Pages. And the Dodgers done in order in the second inning. 5-3 goes the putout. We're through 2 full. It's the Dodgers nothing, Diamondbacks nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here overwhelmed as my name is linked with the great and courageous Lou Gehrig.
That's Cal Ripken Jr. addressing the fans after his 2,131st consecutive game played. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Third inning, no score. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Middle game of this 3-game set. Yoshinobu Yamamoto back to work, facing the switch hitting shortstop Geraldo Perdomo, and Perdomo takes a strike. Perdomo batting left-handed against Yamamoto. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Kim behind it, gloves it. Has Sung Kim, sidearm toss to first, 1 away. Hey, Dodger fans, skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for the QR code to scan or order with Uber Eats. You can use the Uber Eats app right from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. Alec Thomas, the center fielder, the number 8 hitter. As Yamamoto rocks and fires one home. Ooh, good curveball for a strike. That froze Thomas. Left-handed batter hitting .276. Yamamoto's next offer is fouled away. Now, over his last 2 starts, he's allowed 8 total runs. And his ERA jumped from 0.90 up to 2.12. He had allowed 7 runs, 4 of them earned in his previous 7 starts. So makes his 10th start here tonight. Strikeouts per innings pitched, very good though. Coming into the game, 59 strikeouts to 51 innings pitched.
Again, the pitch count kind of high. In that 4-game losing streak, you start to look, I mean, talk about beleaguered bullpen. Well, the Dodgers in those 4 losses, 32 runs, 16 against starting pitching, 16 against relief.
1-2 popped up foul and out of play. Way over on the third base side, up in the second deck.
Oh, we saw first here before the ball game tonight.
Yeah, we did. We did. I had written
wrestling.
That. Yeah.
In center field.
Swing and a miss at a curveball, and Thomas strikes out.
And it was not the two of us going after a Dodger dog wrestling.
No.
It was wrestling in center field.
Yeah, it's Mexican Heritage Night tonight, and as part of the pregame entertainment, they rolled a wrestling ring out to center field. And the Luchadors are going at it. It was a spectacle. Jordan Lawler, the third baseman, takes low. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Lawler. And it's inside 2-0. Yeah, so they had a tag team match. I want to say Mariachi.
Yeah. Followed up by a free-for-all.
Yeah. That was a battle royal. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 2-1. Yeah, I think that was a first here at Dodger Stadium. To have wrestling. And a 2-1 pitch now to Lawler from Yamamoto. That's outside and low, 3-1. Now, one thing we're seeing so far, again, the results have been good, but he's thrown a lot of pitches. He's at 42 pitches already. He has gone deep into the counts. Now a 3-1 to Lawler. Swung on, fouled away, gets him full. 2 outs, nobody on. Jordan Lawler 0 for 8 this year since being called up from AAA Reno. He has been one of the bright prospects in the Arizona system. 3-ball, 2-strike pitch from Yamamoto. Well, here it comes. Curveball, got him, called strike 3. Came right through the front door, cut over the inside corner. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Both on breaking balls. And 1, 2, 3 they go again. 9 up and 9 down for Yamamoto. We're through.
Break your ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I was in 3 great situations with great coaches, great people around, been taught, and I believe the way to accept this tremendous honor is as a representative of all those mentors, coaches, and members of the Chicago White Sox, the Oakland A's, and St. Louis Cardinals. Thank you.
That's Tony La Russa during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In Blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Michael Conforto leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 3rd. No score. He takes a strike from Nelson. It's 0-1. Conforto begins the night hitting just .168. 2 home runs. He takes inside. Started to put together some doubles recently, though. He's got 9 of those.
Dave Roberts talking earlier this afternoon with members of the media. Look, we're seeing better swings and better swing paths through the strike zone by Conforto.
1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Swung on, bounce, foul. And he said, you know, typically if you're slumping and just not hitting, sometimes there's some emotion attached with it. And Dave said he hasn't seen that with Conforto yet. Said usually if that emotion starts getting attached to it, then trouble is brewing. But he said Michael's been very professional and goes about his work. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Slumps are not fun. They are very frustrating, very emotional.
Stretch and a 2-2 pitch from Ryan Nelson to Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss. That's the first swing and a miss by a Dodger tonight. It's the first swing and a miss in this series from one of the starting pitchers. Conforto strikes out on the fastball. And Kike Hernandez is up. 229 hitter, 7 home runs. Right-handed batter waits. Now the wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kike's got a headband on. And notice today he's got a little sticker on the headband. If you're familiar with the series Ted Lasso, where they had a sign in the locker room that said "Believe," he's got the "Believe" on his headband now. He rarely wears a hat in the dugout, so you can see it. There's a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. And that is low and away. 2-1 to Kike Hernandez. Kike recently was on a series, or on a television series called The Rookie. He made a cameo appearance. Swings it and lines it into center field. Racing over to his right is Alec Thomas. He makes the catch, and they're 2 away. Well, at AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Ha-Seong Kim, the batter. First time up, he's 14 out of 35. Left-handed batter hitting .400 early in his big league career. Takes outside ball 1. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. Playing second base tonight. Still struggling somewhat with center field. Kind of on-the-job training. So back at second, where he does excel. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's been hot. You talk about hot. The last 5 games, 7 hits and 12 at bats.
1-1 the count. And now the pitch. Late on a fastball. 1-2.
Now, that's the swing we saw in spring training. But in spring training, we also saw a high front leg kick. Well, he eliminated the leg kick. Suggestion of Shohei Ohtani.
The kick, though, 1-2, and that is just off the plate outside. Another fastball.
So it went from a high leg kick to basically just a kind of a turn of the right front ankle and a shift of weight. Transfer of weight to the front side. Of course, hitting to get maximum leverage. You're hitting against a firm front side.
2 outs, base is empty, no score. 2-2 pitch, ground ball to second, one-handed by Marte. Sets his feet, throws on to first in time. The Dodgers gone in order as Nelson has faced the minimum through 3 innings. Betts has the only hit. So 3 innings done. The score.
Breaking.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals
continues on a
He bats. And Yamamoto's been through the order one time. He's retired the side in order in each of the first 3 innings. Corbin Carroll up for the second time. Fly to center first time up, and he looks at a curveball low, ball 1. 1-0 to Carroll.
There's another curveball we're talking about. We've seen a rather high percentage of that hook tonight.
And a 1-0 pitch. And that one is another curveball. That catches the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Corbin Carroll. Ketel Marte will bat next. And Yamamoto fires home. Swing and a little chopper toward the mound. A leaping grab. Oh, they're going to say it was a foul ball off of his foot. So it'll just be strike 2. And Yamamoto playing it as though it was a ground ball to him. And it barely hit his front right toe.
That was an off-speed pitch, and for Carroll hit really a wide stride.
Yamamoto steps back, pauses, now turns and delivers the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Mookie Betts has it, fires on to first, and he gets it there just in time. Mookie had to go a half step to his right and then set his feet. And Corbin Carroll, one of the fastest men in all of baseball, was flying down the base path, and Mookie just got it there in time for the out.
Hey, friends, MLB is partnering with the Crisis Text Line to help increase mental health awareness. Now, it's absolutely free. It's 24 hours a day. It's confidential. Support both in English and in Spanish. You're not alone. MLB 741-741. That's texting MLB 741-741.
Well, ball 1 delivered to Ketel Marte, switch hitter batting left. Marte flying to right field first time up, takes outside, 2-0. We're talking about the deep counts first time through the order. Yamamoto had full counts on 4 different hitters out of the 9.
Yeah, okay, that's too many.
And he's behind Marte here, 2 balls, no strikes. Comes back with a breaking ball inside and low, and it's 3-0.
Well, we're in the 4th inning, and there's 51 pitches he's made already.
And a 3-0 pitch from Yamamoto to Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. He rifled a fastball past it.
But here was the story about the 51 pitches. Only 27 have been for strikes.
Yeah, he's below where he should be, certainly in terms of strikes versus balls. 3-1. And that's down the middle for a strike taken. It's 3-2. Three ball, 2 strikes. That's the count to Ketel Marte. 1 out, nobody on. No score, top of the 4th. As Yamamoto ready to deal. Here comes his payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled away. It's the 5th full count he's been in tonight. He puts his right foot right in the middle of the slab. Squared up to the plate, glove up by his chest, now steps back. He will turn and fire home. 3-2. It's low, ball 4, and Yamamoto spins around. He thought he was going to get the bottom of the strike zone, but he threw it too low. And the first base runner for Arizona is Ketel Marte. A 1-out walk. Well, Yamamoto had retired the first 10. He'd been playing with fire, getting too deep into counts, and that time he got burned a little bit. The pitch to Lourdes Gurriel, and out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Curveball taken for a strike. That completely locked up Gurriel. He's got a ton of break on the curve, too.
Marte continues the same leadoff he had in that first pitch. He's out very short. There's no chance for him to steal.
Now 1-0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right. It's 0-2.
Why do I say there's no chance for him to steal? Well, if he kept his left foot in place, that's the closest one to the foul line. If he fell back towards the bag, he would have part of his body in foul territory. That's how close he is to the first base bag.
He might hit the bag with his hip. 0-2 to Gurriel, a little high, 1-2.
Well, the safe lead You know, when you come up and you start to talk about it, is at least a body length and 2 strides. For some, it may be a body's length and 3 strides, depending upon how quick you can move. Well, that's barely a body length, if that.
Stretch on the 1-2 pitch. Gurriel fouls it off.
Joe DiMaggio told me once, I've told this story before, he believed in leading off in front of the baseline. In other words, you draw a line between first and second. His theory was if a pitcher looks over, I'm in front of that baseline, it will appear to the pitcher I'm closer to the bag than I really am.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him to chase the splitter. 4th strikeout of the game in the first on the splitter. 2 down. I'll tell you, at first base, here comes Josh Naylor. Do you think that worked, though? Think it really worked?
Well, it worked for Joe, and I tell you this, he was on base a lot.
I guess so.
It wasn't a small sample size.
Pitch to Naylor, who swings, fouls it off.
But if you get the mental picture, okay, if you're a pitcher and you look over in the first, and the runner at first base is inside the line, in other words, closer to you. Yeah, depth perception, you might think, hey, wait a minute, he's not that far off the bag. If he's deep behind the bag, like 2 or 3 feet, different story.
That's where Marte is. He's behind the bag.
He's in that safety zone.
Pitch swung on, grounded to third, backhanded by Muncy. Looks at second briefly, throws on to first. In time to get Josh Naylor. 5-3 put out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left at the end of 3.5.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I was in 3 great situations with great coaches, great people around, been taught. And I believe the way to accept this tremendous honor is as a representative of all those.
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Shohei Ohtani leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th inning. No score. Only 1 hit in the ballgame. It belongs to Mookie Betts. And Ryan Nelson's first pitch to Shohei swung on, fouled back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's inside, goes to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ohtani leading the majors in home runs with 17 now. He's actually ahead of his 50-50 pace from last season. And the next offer to him, inside corner for a called strike. So Ohtani 1 for 9 with 3 strikeouts in his career against Ryan Nelson. Ready for the 1-2 now. Here is the step back, the kick, and the pitch. Outside, 2-2. So 10 of the 17 home runs have come here in the month of May. Only Mookie Betts in 2022, and Roy Campanella in 1953 have had more in the month of May in franchise history. They've had 12 each. And Ohtani hits a hard ground ball to second. That's rabbit trapped by Marte as the ball came up, and he fielded it with his webbing down. But he throws it on to first to get Ohtani for the first out of the bottom of the fourth.
Dan, just an observation of what we've seen so far, the Dodgers offense. So here's Betts has the only hit. That may have been the softest ball that was hit of the night. The Dodgers have hit the ball hard. And he just wonders, okay, when do those baseballs that they're hitting hard begin to fall in?
Well, the pitch to Betts, 1 for 1 tonight with a base hit. He takes a strike.
That's one thing you look at an offense and say, well, nobody's hitting the ball hard. Well, the guys have been hitting the ball hard.
I think he hit a couple hard ones last night. Hit him out into the, well, one went in the bullpen, one went in the seats last night. And both of the pitches that he hit were breaking balls. One was a sweeper, one was a curveball. Both of them hung over the plate. Ohtani's was a sweeper as well. He went the opposite way. Hit one into the left field pavilion. Pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Mookie Betts.
Well, a lot of guys are throwing that sweeper, but a lot of guys are also throwing that flat sweeper that stays in the same plane, really is the swing path of the bat.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch coming from Nelson. And Mookie swings, drives it down the left field line. That ball is going to be caught by a sliding Gurriel. What a play by Lourdes Gurriel as he slid into foul ground and crashed into the sidewall. But boy, you're not going to see many catches better than that down in that deep left field corner. That took a hit away from Betts, took extra bases away. And that is the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Go blue, cut green. Get a rebate for removing grass. Visit bewaterwise.com.
Boy, just a terrific catch. Great effort. You know, you don't have a whole lot of foul territory down there. You have to deal with the fence. Another hard hit baseball.
2 outs, nobody on. The pitch to Freddie Freeman, and he will take it. A message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. 1 ball, no strikes to Freddie Freeman. Nelson fires. And it's outside for a ball. Well, Nelson has pitched well enough so far in his 2 starts and in his relief outings that Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo saying, well, when Eduardo Rodriguez comes back, we're going to decide what to do with the rotation. Now Freddie rips one to the right center field gap. That ball gets down. It's cut off in the gap by Thomas. Freddie racing for second base. Here's the relay throw, and he is safe at second. He got his foot in there on the edge of the bag as Marte put the tag straight down. No argument from Marte, and Freddie with a leg double. It is his 520th career double.
Another hard hit baseball. Talking to Dino Evil, the Dodgers third base coach, when the ball club was over in Phoenix on this last road trip. He said, look, we are going to take advantage of not the greatest, not the strongest throwing arms in the Diamondbacks outfield. And case in point, Freeman.
He got there before the tag. That is a leg double for Freddie Freeman. Will Smith, who is hitting .500 with runners in scoring position, takes a ball outside.
Heck of a play, first of all, by Thomas to cut the ball off before it went to the fence. But for Freeman, again, Dodgers are going to be aggressive against the outfield arms.
Pitch to Will. He takes it low, and it's 2-0. Now, Will 16 for... He's 18 for 36 with runners in scoring position. No score, bottom of the fourth. Second hit for the Dodgers. It's a double by Freeman. 2 outs and a 2-0 pitch to Will Smith. And he looks at a strike. Well, Ryan Nelson's just bringing fastball after fastball, challenging the Dodger hitters. He's locating a good portion of them pretty well. He comes set at the belt, kicks, comes home. And Will Goes after a high fastball that was out of the zone. Swing and a miss for strike 2. .27 feet per second was the sprint speed for Freddie Freeman, by the way. His 3rd fastest of the year. And that is on an ankle that he does a lot of maintenance on every single day. Still not 100%. 2-2, and it's inside to Will, 3-2. Max Muncy waits on deck. And now the 3-2. And Will ropes it to the left field corner. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Freeman touches third. He'll come in to score. Rounding first and into second with a 2-out run scoring double is Will Smith. He is absolute money with runners in scoring position. Dodgers get on the board. It's 1-0.
Strong point for this Dodger ball club over the last number of years has been, oddly enough, with 2 outs. Well, in this inning, 2 outs and nobody on. And they come up with a run, and they're not through yet.
Now Muncy with a chance to add on. Dodgers are 18-5 when scoring first. They break the ice here in the 4th inning. And Muncy takes one in the dirt for ball 1.
By the way, I broke that down for you. The 27 feet per second sprint speed by Freddie Freeman is 18.41 miles an hour.
Covered some ground. 1-0. And Max takes a fastball for a strike. Well, he's got such long strides anyway. And he just picks them up, puts them down, and gobbles up real estate. That's why he is among the major league leaders all time in doubles. He's getting closer to getting in the top 50.
Well, it's nice to have the speed, but then you also need to understand how you run the bases. Lori Wills used to put on a great clinic about how you run the bases with keep in mind going to go for a double. How far out do you swing on the out or the grass in foul territory to first?
Another ball thrown to Muncy. Count goes to 3-1.
Ideally, you want to hit the inside part of the first base bag with your right foot. Why? You can plant your right foot really hard and push off of it, and you will eliminate that big circle deep around first base to second.
3-1 to Muncy. Takes it high, ball 4. Max works another walk. And the Dodgers with 2 men on and 2 men out.
Let's see about Pages. He went first ball swinging, hit the ball hard down to third base. It was a good play by Lawler to erase an extra base hit in the 2nd inning.
Brian Kaplan, the pitching coach, will come out and have a word now with Nelson. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. That run scored by Freeman with 2 outs, the 98th 2-out run of the season for the Dodgers. That's the 5th most in Major League Baseball in terms of 2-out runs scored.
I mean, how many times, take last year, for example, how many times, it was like continuous talking about 2 outs. It began in spring training and it carried through in the season.
And the meeting on the mound breaks up. And Andy Pages coming to the plate. Andy's 0 for 1. What a great crowd here tonight on Mexican Heritage Night. Lots of fun stuff before the game tonight, including wrestling, and the Dodgers trying to get up off the mat and get a win in this series. Now the pitch to Pages. He swings, breaks his bat, slow roller to the third. Lawler picks it up, shuffles, throws on to first in time to get Pages. So the inning ends with a thud after the Dodgers do get a run on 2 doubles. One by Freeman, one by Smith. 2 men left on base. We go to the 5th. The score, the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks.
Breaking news.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers, Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
1-0 Dodgers, top of the 5th inning. Gabriel Moreno, the catcher, will lead off against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Yamamoto deals, pitch popped up left side of the infield. And Muncy camped out underneath it, waiting for it to come down. He makes the catch, one pitch and one away. And that is a break for Yamamoto, getting a pitch that early in the count.
And that's really what he needs, and just to pound the strike zone with effectiveness, because the first 4 innings, strike percentage was only 58%. Just 58%.
Pavin Smith, left-handed hitting DH up. 1 out, bases empty. And the pitch on the way from Yamamoto there for a strike. Hardly a breeze at all. When you look out at the San Gabriels, darkness falling. Still silhouetted out there. The beautiful sunset off to the west. 0-1, that is low. But not only the silhouette of the San Gabriels, but in the foreground, the palm trees and the jagged hills of Elysian Park.
This evening, or you can label it as Chamber of Commerce weather.
This is great. And now a 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Yamamoto ahead of Smith, a ball and 2 strikes. Yamamoto shaking his head up and down, agreeing with the call from Will Smith. Now the 1-2 on the way. And he delivers a curveball down and in. 2-2. That's the 20th curveball he's thrown in the game. That's 2 shy of his season high as far as curveballs go.
Yeah, and we saw it very early tonight in the first inning, that big hook.
2-2 pitch. And Smith fouls it off to the left. It was a splitter. Well, the Padres lost today, by the way. The Blue Jays won in Toronto 3-0. Anthony Santander and Vladdy Jr. with home runs for the Blue Jays. 2-2. Strike 3 called. A fastball outside corner right at the hollow of the knee. Strikeout number 5 for Yamamoto. Well, he just dotted that outside corner. Man, what a pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch. Now, Geraldo Perdomo grounded out to Kim at second base in the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a curveball that buckled the knees, but it was taken low for a ball. 1-0. Yamamoto steps back, kicks and delivers. And a curveball again is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch count up to 71. Two ball, no strike pitch on the way from Yamamoto. Here it comes. And he missed up high, 3-0. as well as Yamamoto is pitching, and he's pitching well, he's thrown too many pitches. And that could hurt him in the end tonight. 3-0, strike call.
And what it's going to hurt is the bullpen. And again, the bullpen, the highest number of innings than any other team in baseball.
3-ball, 1-strike pitch to Perdomo, the shortstop. He swings, hits one up in the air to left field. That'll be handled by Michael Conforto. He makes the catch. And down in order, once again, go the Diamondbacks. Yamamoto through 5 has stymied him. He's allowed just one base runner on a walk.
Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
With just 4 days until Memorial Day weekend, now's the time to make sure you're stocked on charcoal, dogs, burgers. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick for an epic Memorial Day celebration. Because the unofficial start of summer deserves the unofficial official summer refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Guess who said the following?
Once I caught it, I didn't know Bryce made it around second. I thought he was halfway, and I just had to get it in before he got there. But I guess everybody was in the right spot, right time, and made the play to end it.
That's Michael Harris II after his amazing leaping catch double play to seal the victory in Game 2 of the 2023 NLDS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
The Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Michael Conforto leads off the bottom half of the fifth. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. First ball swinging, grounds at the second. One pitch and one out for Nelson in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Conforto now 0 for 2.
Hey, friends, join us for Sandy Koufax Brooklyn Dodgers jersey night win June 4th. That's against the New York Mets. And the first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a special Sandy Koufax Brooklyn Dodgers jersey presented by AM/PM. Come on, join us. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Kike Hernandez 0 for 1, lined out to center field. And he'll take a strike here, 0-1. Right-hander Juan Murillo is warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. The pitch count on Ryan Nelson tonight between 65 and 70, and he's at 62 right now. So as well as he has pitched, he's not going to go too much longer in this ballgame. That's because he's a reliever. He's not stretched out fully as a starter yet. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back.
Yeah, they've got to really protect him because it appears he is going to stay in that rotation, as you were alluding to a little bit earlier, because of the injury to Eduardo Rodriguez, has a shoulder issue.
Well, the stretch by Ryan Nelson, and his 1-2 delivery is in the dirt. Well, I mean, he passes the eyeball test, doesn't he? I mean, he's pitched really well. His last outing was against the Mets. His last start, I should say. Yeah. Pitched pretty well in that one, even though the Diamondbacks would lose the game, but he kept them in it.
Yeah, and he had a 2-inning save against the Dodgers over in Arizona on the 10th of May.
2-2 pitch to Kike. He swings, hits a ground ball left side. Jordan Lawler, third baseman, up with it, throws on to first. And Kike is out 2 away. And now Haesung Kim coming up with Shohei Ohtani on deck. Ohtani threw on flat ground today, by the way, and threw his slider. That's the pitch that he has not thrown yet as he continues to rehab and get ready to pitch. But he threw it earlier today, just playing catch essentially. And the pitch on the inside corner and a strike to Kim. So he progresses. On Saturday, they're going to have him do what's called one up down, which means pitch an inning. Not of live BP yet, but they're getting closer to that. They don't know exactly when that'll happen, but Ohtani seems to be progressing in the right direction to get back and pitch in games. It's still a little ways off, though. 1-1 to Ha-Seong Kim. Swings and rips it foul right off the front of the first base dugout. Kim grounded to second in the third inning. 0 for 1 tonight. Looks like Torey Lovullo is going to try to see if Ryan Nelson can get through this inning if he gets Kim here. And a 1-2. If he loses Kim, that's outside and low, 2-2, then he'll probably make the change at that point and not have Nelson face Ohtani for a third time. Nelson's 2-2 to Ha-Seong Kim. And he looks at strike 3 at the knees. Fastball, and Nelson retires the side in order for the third time in 5 innings. Ohtani left on deck. We go to the 6th. It's the Dodgers 1.
Helping your inner circle prepare for emergencies can start in many ways. Put together an emergency kit with WipeWall. Create a family communication plan with your tita. Remind Bai to keep a backup battery charged. It all starts with a simple step, telling those you care about to be ready for the worst. So start a conversation and plan for emergencies together. Get more tips at ready.gov/start. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Sixth inning, Dodgers 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. With Rick Monday, Tim Neverett with you. Dwayne McDonald, our producer engineer, in the booth with us. David Vassay playing hurt tonight, so wishing David good thoughts. Hope he feels better soon. And Yamamoto starts off Thomas with a curveball for a strike. He struck him out swinging on a curveball in the third inning. Thomas 0 for 1. Back-to-back doubles with 2 outs in the 4th, and Freeman and Smith produced a run. And the pitch up high with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is one of those nights where Yamamoto's been on a roll. 1-1 pitch, swung on, rolled foul, first base side. It's one of those games where you might want to phone or text a friend. So you might want to tune into this one. As Yamamoto gets ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball and 2 strikes. That's the count to Thomas. Nobody on, nobody out. And the next offer is just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried the splitter. He's got 1 strikeout on the splitter. 5 strikeouts in the game. 2 on a fastball, 2 on a curveball. And the 2-2 to Thomas. That's right, down the middle, called strike 3 and a fastball. Strikeout number 6. And there's one away in the Diamondbacks 6th.
Thomas left home plate like he was aggravated. It was a called strike. I think he's aggravated because he did not offer it. That's a strike.
Well, Will Smith had set the target, and the ball hit the glove right where Will wanted it. Jordan Lawler, third baseman, struck out looking at a curveball in the third. And he starts looking at a curveball in this at bat for a strike. Nothing in one.
And the bottom fell out of that one. Yeah. I mean, that hook has been a good one.
He's got it moving. A career high, or a season high number of curveballs around. Now the 0-1. Fastball low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jordan Lawler, right-hand hitter. Diamondbacks 13-9 on the road. Meantime, the Dodgers 17-9 at home. 1-1 the count. Now the windup and the pitch from Yamamoto. Inside for a ball. Trying to sinker and miss. 2-1. Two ball, 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. A vicious curveball. Well, Lawler's getting an education on what a real big league curveball looks like.
There's nothing subtle about it tonight.
No, I mean, it's silly. It's so good tonight. The best curveball we've seen all season, I think. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. The splitter with the strikeout. Strikeout number 7 for Yamamoto. 2 down. Nobody on. Back to the top of the order in Corbin Carroll. So 5 2/3. Yamamoto has just been rolling through this Diamondback lineup. And the Dodger right-hander steps back. He turns and delivers to Carroll. Swing and a foul ball. Nothing in 1 to Corbin Carroll. He flied to center in the first, grounded to short in the 4th. Pitch. That's up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, they're in the top of the 6th in San Francisco. Giants leading the Royals 3-1. 1-1 pitch. Yamamoto to Carroll. And he went around. Tried to get out of the way, and his check swing went around the front edge of home plate. That's an appeal down to third base umpire David Rackley, who rung up the strike.
This is kind of weird because he's trying to hold up, and he went around so far that ball actually hit him on the left, underneath the left forearm. So in the rule book, if you make an offer at a pitch, an offer to hit the ball, and it hits you, it counts as a strike. Lavella's trying to plead the case. Say, wait a minute, did he not hold up on the check swing? Not sufficiently. So he not only gets a strike, he gets a bruise.
Now they're looking at the under part of his left forearm. On the meat of the forearm, that's where he got hit. And the trainer is out there along with the Diamondback manager. Meantime, Yamamoto will try to keep his rhythm, and he'll get a couple of warm-up tosses while they look at Corbin Carroll. I don't know if Carroll's having a problem squeezing his hand or not.
Yeah, the scoreboard still has not put up the strike, but that's a strike. It's a check swing going around too far. They check with the third base umpire. David Rackley suggests there was an offer. It doesn't matter if the ball hits you or not. If you offer to try and hit the ball hits you, too bad, it's a strike.
Well, the count will be 1-2 when he steps back in the box. He's taking a couple of practice swings. The Diamondbacks were taking their time also.
Yeah, here's a spot, just trying to think. Okay, you got a guy with a sore arm right now. Jam him. Come up and in. I'm talking strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nobody on. Top of the 6th. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. And Yamamoto set to go. Kicks, deals, and misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The splitter, and it did not do much.
Here's a 2-2 now to Corbin Carroll. The pitch. Strike 3 called. He got him with a fastball. He strikes out the side. 8 strikeouts for Yamamoto, and he is not allowed a hit through 6 innings. Yamamoto putting together a bit of a masterpiece here on a Tuesday night at Chavez Ravine.
Breaking news, Mary, at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Guess who said the following?
I play with love, I play hard, so I'm gonna miss it, but you know, that's what it is. Always is the end, so I'm happy. I played 21 seasons in the big league, and I think we're great. Thank God.
That's Miguel Cabrera after he played in the final game of his 21-year career. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You've been so busy raking home runs, Sagittarius, that you can sometimes forget about maintaining the routines that help you hit them in the first place. Now,
Dodgers baseball, and now we return to the Galvin Motors broadcast booth.
Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0. Bottom of the 6th inning. Shohei Ohtani to lead off against the new pitcher, Juan Murillo. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Murillo will work out of the stretch, and facing Ohtani, he swings and fouls it off to the left, strike 1. Shohei 0 for 2 tonight, fly to left, grounded to second. Murillo's 12th appearance, no decisions, an ERA of 4.91. 0-1 pitch from Murillo to Ohtani. And it's up high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Yamamoto is writing quite a story for himself here tonight. Dodgers hope to get him some runs. Now the 1-1. Wave and a miss. He chased a changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, Dave Roberts prior to the game said that he was hoping Yamamoto would be the stopper. And so far, he's delivered. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch to Ohtani from Murillo. And Shohei looks at a ball outside on a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts on deck. Freddie Freeman to follow here in the 6th. 2-2 the count. Now the pitch. And he reaches for it, rolls it to second, backhanded by Marte. Double clutches, nearly threw it away, but Naylor fielded the low throw with the backhand. And Ohtani is 0 for 3.
Well, the Yankees are coming to Dodger Stadium. 3-game series beginning on Friday night, May 30th. Don't get left out. Get your tickets with the historic rivalry. Dodgers.com/tickets. That's Friday, May 30th, 3-game series against the New York Yankees.
Mookie Betts is 1 for 2. And he looks at a pitch up high. He could be 2 for 2 easily, if not for the great play that Lourdes Gurriel made on him in the left field corner in the 4th inning, robbing him of a double. 1-0 pitch to Mookie. Swings, fouls it off to the right and out of play. Well, it's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. One out, nobody on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Swung out and popped up foul right side. That'll make the seats. Mookie Betts average against Arizona, .391. He has hit well against the Snakes. Now a 1-2 pitch. Swings and pops it up middle of the infield. Murillo thinking he wants to field it, but Lawler calls him off, and the third baseman makes the play. 2 down for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Yeah, infielders don't like that. They had to come in. They just soon tell the pitcher, hey, go get a box of popcorn.
Just get out of the way,
just clear the area.
Usually for something to do, pitchers are told, just point at the ball, like the player can't see it anyway.
Yeah,
but they're always told to point.
Go get it, let her room.
It's up in the sky. Now go catch it. Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Fouls the first pitch back. Yamamoto will start the 7th against Marte, Gurriel, and Naylor. And he has something special brewing here tonight. Here's the 0-1. That's outside.
Yeah, the real problem for Yamamoto, we were talking about this during the half inning. His pitch count is at 90.
1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2. Here is a 1-2 now from Juan Murillo, the right-hander, to Freddie Freeman. And Freddie swings, rips it to right field. That's toward the corner. Corbin Carroll running to go cut it off. Freddie around first, on his way to second. He will be in with his second double of the ball game. Career double number 521. He is now 1 behind Ed Delahanty, Johnny Damon, and Garrett Anderson for 49th all time.
Well, Carroll tried to run over and backhand the ball. He actually had the ball hit the heel of the glove. Freeman was still 1 stride shy of the first base bag, but I think Carroll also knows Dodgers are really taking advantage of not the strongest throwing arms, the Diamondback outfield.
Will Smith 1 for 2 with a run scoring double. He swings, fouls this pitch back, strike 1.
He has a heater at 99 miles an hour.
Freeman, good size lead off of second base. Infield back with 2 down. 0-1 coming to Will Smith. The pitch. Swings, fouls it back for strike 2.
99 again.
Will's been on base in 8 straight ball games. Looking to move Freddie around again in a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. 0-2 pitch. That's outside. 1-2. Well, the last Dodger pitcher to go this deep in a ball game without surrendering a hit, Ryan Pepio, is now with Tampa Bay. That was against the Marlins on the 7th of September of 2023. 1-2, fouled off to the right and out of play. One and 2. 1 run on 4 hits for the Dodgers. For the Diamondbacks, 0s across. Freeman leads at second. Murillo's pitch to Smith. Swung out and fouled down the right side. Again in the seats. Smith digging back in. Muncy waits on deck. Freeman off second base. A good sized lead over there. Check of the runner, and now Murillo's 1-2. And Will chases a slider and strikes out. Well, Freddie with the hit. 1 man left. We go to the 7th inning. Yamamoto on his way back out. The score after 6 full, the Dodgers won.
Breaking news.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free. Strikes him out. No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changers, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers baseball.
On the 7th inning, Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing. Ketel Marte, the second baseman, the only Diamondback to reach in the ball game, takes a strike. Marte reached on a base on balls in the 4th inning. Yamamoto with 8 strikeouts tonight. Now he turns and deals home the 0-1. And a check swing. They appeal down to third, and he did not go. Says third base umpire David Rackley. There's the wind and the 1-1 pitch from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. High and outside, it goes to 2-1. More activity in the Diamondbacks pen. Right-handed pitcher Kendall Graveman starting to loosen up. So this is the 3rd highest strikeout total on the season so far. He misses outside with a curveball, 3-1. He struck out 10 Tigers on the 28th of March and 10 Rangers in Texas on the 18th of April. Struck out 9 Cubs on the 11th of April. 3-1 pitch. This one is hit in the air to right field. Back toward the wall it goes. It's going to be off the wall, and there goes the no-hitter. Throw goes into second base, holding Marte to a long single. Now this is the time you want to see the fans up clapping. In the 7th inning, the Diamondbacks get their first hit. A lot of folks realizing it, that they saw 6 no-hit innings.
Fell behind 3-1, and he just grooved a fastball, and it got whacked. Good play by Pages to keep it to a single.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel. Nobody out. Gurriel shows bunt. Ball gets by Will Smith to the backstop, and down to second base goes Marte.
For Smith trying to backhand the ball, you turn around from a catcher, you're distracted. That guy was trying to bunt the ball. It did short hop, but that ball needs to be blocked.
He scored as a wild pitch, and now the tying run is in scoring position. Kevin Ginkel, another right-hander, is up and throwing now for the Diamondbacks. There's a high chopper to third. Muncie's got it, looks the runner back to second, throws on to first in time, and there's one away.
Good strong throw by Muncy. Max was out early today and working on the throws, in particular to the backhand side near the foul line.
Here's Josh Naylor coming up. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com.
And the call going to the Dodgers pin.
Naylor, left-handed batter, looking out at Yamamoto. Out of the stretch, he delivers a curveball for a swinging strike.
First man up, lefty Alex Vesia.
We saw him up on the mound during the commercial break, but he wasn't throwing. And now he's up and he'll begin to throw. No balls and 1 strike. Yamamoto ready to deal. He pauses. Now the pitch. And he misses outside. We were talking about it with the pitch count of Yamamoto, which is now up to 99. Even if he had continued throwing the no-hitter, chances were very, very good he was not going to finish this game due to pitch count. And that is always a decision that pains a manager, but there's a ground ball hit to second. High hop for Kim. Takes his time, throws on to first to get Naylor. 2 outs, and Marte advances from second to third on the play. But the last no-hitter thrown in Major League Baseball was last season. It was the 4th of September for the Cubs. Shota Imanaga went 7. Then Nate Pearson pitched an inning, and Porter Hodge finished it up. And they had a combined no-hitter against the Pirates in a 12-0 win. The last Dodger no-hitter was a combined no-hitter. 2018 in Monterrey, Mexico. And the pitch is low to Moreno. Ball 1. Walker Buehler started that game, and Tony Cingrani, Yimi Garcia, and Adam Liberatore were the pitchers. That was against the Padres. Harder and harder to get the complete game no-hitter these days. 1-0, and that's low. 2-0. In fact, Walker Buehler got ejected today from his start for Boston. He and manager Alex Cora arguing balls and strikes. The Red Sox would beat the Mets 2-0. Garrett Whitlock would get the win as Buehler was ejected in the 3rd inning.
And Buehler was correct in his analogy of the pitch. Was it a strike or not?
He was right. Look at the replay. 2-0. That's way up, and that knocks Moreno down. Curveball that never came down. 3-0 now to Gabriel Moreno.
That's the only curveball that Yamamoto's thrown tonight. That was just kind of a spinner and not a real good breaker.
Tying run at third base. 1-0 Dodgers, top of the 7th. 2 men out. And a 3-0 count to Moreno. The pitch. Missed inside. He walked him. Second walk of the game for Yamamoto. 2 on and 2 out. Runners at the corners for the left-handed hitting Pavin Smith. And now meeting on the mound. That'll buy Vesey a little bit of time. And with the left-handed batter coming up and an out needed here. We'll see how long they delay and if Dave Roberts makes the move here or not.
Don't imagine it will take long.
As soon as the umpire heads out, wouldn't be surprised to see Dave put his notes down and then go out there. Right now, he's still sitting down. Looks like he's going to let Yamamoto face Pavin Smith here.
So he's pitched so well to this point, they're going to give him what appears to be just a long leash.
Smith is 0 for 2, struck out looking at a fastball last time up in the 5th. First and third, 2 outs, 1-0 Dodgers. Fastball missing outside, ball 1. And again, starting with a ball here. So this will be his 106th pitch, which will tie his career high in a game. 1-0. Strike call. Good curveball.
There's the hook.
Came in through the back door. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 count to Pavin Smith, the designated hitter. Stretched by Yamamoto, and his 1-1 offer to Smith coming. Here it is. Strike 2 at the knees. Fastball at 95, and he's ahead of him, a ball and 2 strikes.
So velocity is still there.
The fans getting up on their feet. They know this is going to be it for Yamamoto if he can get him out here. He wants a new baseball. Doesn't like that one.
Well, you know my theory, when a pitcher just got a strike, didn't like the baseball. You can't look for a curveball with 2 strikes, but I'd be surprised if it's not.
1-2 pitch from Yamamoto. Swung on and fouled straight back. It was a fastball.
Came with a heater at 95.
108 pitches now. This will be a continuing career high in terms of pitch count in a game in the major leagues for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Runners lead first and third. 2 outs. 1-2 to Pavin Smith. Stretch and the pitch. Missed outside with a splitter.
I'm just trying to get as much defense as they can. Freeman not holding. Moreno over at first base. Freeman's about 8 feet off the foul line and right behind the runner.
2-2 the count to Pavin Smith. Yamamoto's pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. The cutter. 9 strikeouts for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He leaves to a standing ovation. Leaves the tying and go-ahead runs on base in the top of the 7th. Stretch time at Dodger Stadium as Yamamoto has absolutely...
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue. The world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Max Muncy will lead off the Dodger half of the 7th inning. Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be finished for the night, and what a night he had. Talk more about that in a moment as Max reached base in the 4th inning with a base on balls, facing a new pitcher, right-hander Kendall Graveman. And Graveman starts off Muncy with a strike. 0-1 pitch. Inside 1-1. This pitching change presented by Navia, HVAC and water heater products. The 1-1 to Muncy. Rips it down the first baseline. That's a fair ball. That's going to bounce off the sidewall. It'll be picked up by Corbin Carroll. He played the carom perfectly and holds Muncy to a leadoff single. The bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Andy Pages is up. Dodgers will try to add on for Yamamoto. Well, technically right now he's still in the ball game. And here's the pitcher of record on the plus side. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead.
Pages has had 2 at-bats. He's seen a total of 2 pitches.
Grounded out the third twice. Takes here, and it's a strike. Well, the numbers on Yamamoto tonight, very impressive. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. A career-high 110 pitches. Pages fouls it back. It's 0-2. 62 strikes, though. And if you had to look at a blemish of any kind, that would be it. Just the strike percentage wasn't there. 4th appearance for Kendall Graveman. No decisions. He's got an ERA of 3. But as far as Yamamoto goes, the 110 pitches, the most pitches thrown by a Dodgers starter this year. And you and I were talking before the game, we're saying, well, he needs to go 7 tonight at least, and he went 7.
He delivered. Boy, did he ever.
0-2 pitch. And Pages takes high, 1-2.
Yeah, we'll get some handshakes from the bullpen. Thank you very much.
Pages waits from the right side. The right-hander Graveman ready to throw. Delivers a breaking ball low and away. 2-2. And Muncy's hit to lead off the inning is the first from the bottom 5 in the Dodger order. Nobody after Smith had a hit tonight until then. Pages fouls one over by the third base coach's box. Still 2-2 for Andy. Well, the Diamondbacks hadn't been no-hit in a while. The last pitcher to throw a no-hitter at the Diamondbacks was Edinson Volquez, and he was with the Marlins back in 2017 on the 3rd of June. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Andy strikes out, 1 away. And you know, as the innings go on, you start saying, okay, about the 6th inning, now you're getting serious. Not that the first 5 innings of hitless baseball aren't serious, they are, but as the game continues to roll along, now you start thinking about the fact that he could throw one. And here's Conforto taking low ball 1. One run on 5 hits for the Dodgers. Throw to first. Naylor wasn't even near the bag. And Muncy went back standing. Next pitch to Conforto is in for a strike. A great crowd here on Mexican Heritage Night tonight. 51,932. Excellent crowd tonight. Dodgers lead Major League Baseball in attendance again. Pitch foul behind him, and it's 1-2.
Mariachis. Wrestling. Gorgeous weather. Terrific pitching performance by Yamamoto. And the Dodgers, well, 6 outs away from a victory and snapping a 4-game losing streak. There's still baseball left to be played.
I'd like to add some more runs here. Conforto with a 1-2 count on him, and the pitch on the way. Swung on and lined right to the second baseman, Marte, who pretended to drop it on purpose, but first base umpire, home plate umpire, ruled it an out as he was trying to deceive the base runner at first base. So it goes as a line out to second base for Conforto, and there are 2 men out for Kike Hernandez. Before Kike comes up, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Kike swings and misses at the first offering, and it's 0-1. Diamondbacks have their only lefty now throwing in the bullpen, Jalen Beeks. Pitch swung on and missed. Pitch way outside. It's 0-2.
That's that breaking ball that goes away from Kike Hernandez. Has a tendency to let the back foot just slide backwards as he's swinging, instead of just keeping both feet on the ground and trying to go up the middle.
Ha-Seong Kim on deck, and Shohei Ohtani in the hole. 0-2. Swung on, popped up foul and out of play. 0-2 to Kike Hernandez. He's lined out to center and grounded to third. A stretch by Graveman, his pitch. And a slider outside, this time taken by Hernandez. Speaking of Hernandez, Teoscar Hernandez, along with Tommy Edman, both getting the night off tonight, both recently off the IL. So Roberts trying not to overwork him right away. 1-2, and that one is chased. A slider in the dirt. And Kike strikes out. No runs, a hit, man left at the end of 7 innings. It's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks nothing.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
This sports update is brought to you by Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Find what you need at Grainger.com.
It's been a wild stretch across the sports world. Championship races are heating up, playoff battles are intensifying, and off-season moves are already shaking up the team roster. In baseball, early season standouts are already shaking up expectations. And as always, eyes are turning to the track in greens with major tournaments right around the corner.
With supplies and solutions for every industry, Grainger has the right product for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. You can manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and skip voicemail with OpenPhone's AI agent that captures leads 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off at openphone.com/radio. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/radio. OpenPhone. No missed calls. No missed customers.
Time to reseed this lawn. What's the difference between fescue and Bermuda?
When you stop at golf, one thing you'll never have to think about is the fuel you're putting in your tank.
Maybe zoysia seed is better.
So you can concentrate on other things.
I mean, how many types of grass seed can there be?
And with the Golf Pay app, you'll get exclusive offers like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. See app for details. Golf. It all starts here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Top of the 8th inning, 1-0 Dodgers. Alex Vesia comes out of the Dodger bullpen to take over for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He'll face the bottom part of the order. Geraldo Perdomo, Alec Thomas, Jordan Lawler. Those are the scheduled hitters against the lefty. See if Torey Lovullo goes to the bench or not. And the first pitch coming to Perdomo, the switch hitting shortstop, who turns around to bat right-handed. Is outside ball 1. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Next offer from Vesia in the inside corner, good for a strike. 24th appearance overall. 1-0 with a 3.48 ERA. Perdomo 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded to second, fly to left. The 1-1 pitch from Vesia to Perdomo. Swung on, ripped inside the third base bag down the line. Karams off the wall. It'll be picked up by Conforto. Racing for second. He dives head first. And he's safe. Kim put the tag on him. And now Perdomo is buckled over the bag and appears to be in some discomfort. But he gets a leadoff double, and now the tying run is at second base. He's holding on to his forehead. And perhaps hit the bag with his head.
He did a partial face plant.
Well, he hit the left elbow of Kim with his forehead. That's what happened there. And so he is shaken up. But the first man to face Vesia gets a hit, and it's a 2-base hit. Now the Diamondbacks with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And now Vesia is going to have to do some pitching to work around that double. Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Well, baseball is just a funny game, Mo, isn't it? I mean, you see a guy not allow a hit for 7 innings, or almost 7. And then a guy who's a very good pitcher comes out of the bullpen and allows a hit for the first man he sees.
And trying to work and get it done. I mean, you look at the Dodger bullpen, It has been overworked, to say the least. For those who are just joining us, Dodgers pen has thrown the highest percentage of innings of any team in baseball. And that's something that needs to stop. And for Yamamoto, put a very good vote in that direction tonight by going 7 innings himself.
Torey Lovullo will take Alec Thomas, a left-handed hitter, out of the game. Go to the bench. Tim Tawa comes in here in the 8th inning to replace him. Nobody out, runner at second base. Perdomo with good speed. He's got his faculties back together, and he gets into a lead off of second base. Stretch by Vesia, and his pitch coming to the pinch hitter Tawa. Looks to bunt, lays it down, third base side, fielded by Vesia. He'll have no play. And safe at third is Perdomo. And that'll end up being a bunt base hit for Tawa.
Yeah, I think part of the conversation Lovullo was having with Perdomo at second base when he wanted to check on him if he was all right. He said, look, we're going to put the bunt play on at least the first pitch.
Well, now pressure on the defense. And it looks like another pinch hitter is going to come up, and it's Eugenio Suarez. And as he gets himself ready to come to the plate, Mark Pryor, Dodger pitching coach, will go out and talk to Vesia, who's gotten himself into a bit of a pickle here. Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. And now the Diamondbacks with a serious threat. Perdomo at third and Tawa at first base, and nobody out. And for the Dodgers infielders, you got to play for 2 here.
And trying to get it. The other part, too, is if they happen to send Tawa from first base. I mean, Muncy can't just stand by the third base bag. He's going to have some position to try and stop the ball from going. So at least initially, right now, he's about 25 feet off the third base bag. My point being, Perdomo can get a big lead. If Tawa does happen to take off at first base, where the Dodgers even consider throwing to second base.
Ha-Seong Kim playing close to the bag. Big lead at third for Perdomo. That's his first pitch to Eugenio Suarez. Cut on and missed. Fastball at 93. Suarez, the regular starting third baseman. He's got a 4 home run game this season. Hit it against the Atlanta Braves. And he has been a power hitter and a slugger for them. 38 runs batted in. The pitch. Inside corner for a called strike. Corbin Carroll, the leadoff man, is on deck. So this will end up being a straight change as Suarez will go into third for Lawler, whom he's hitting for. Runners off the corners, nobody out. Stretch, kick, and the 0-2. Tried to get him with a high fastball, but it was outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Center fielder Kike Hernandez, couple of steps toward left center. Off the line, a few steps in right is Pages. Pretty well straight up and left is Conforto. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped him up in the infield. Freddie Freeman drifting over on the infield grass, makes the catch, and the runners cannot advance, and there's 1 out.
Well, that's a big out right there. They're not going to get much easier. Hey, very quickly, join us for Tommy Edman Bobblehead Night, June 2nd against the Mets. First 40,000 fans will take home the bobblehead. Celebrating Tommy's postseason performance, presented by Security Benefit. Come join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Corbin Carroll, the batter, and he is extremely difficult to double up.
You've got to watch the bunt here. And in particular, you think, well, safety squeeze possibly.
He's only grounded into 1 double play this year. Let's see what he does. He squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a strike. So they're thinking along the same lines as you with the safety squeeze.
Oh, they're in trouble if they're thinking along with me.
Well, 1 out. That'd be the time to try it. In on the grass at third is Muncy. Middle infield playing for 2. Here's the 0-1. And Carroll takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vesia would love to get a strikeout, any kind of out without the runners advancing. 1-0 Dodgers lead, trying to protect it. They're nursing it here in the top of the 8th. Runners off first and third. 1-1 pitch from Vesia to Corbin Carroll. Here it comes. And did he go around? Yes, he did, says home plate umpire Edwin Moscoso. Vesia gets ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left on left matchup. And right-hander Ben Kasparius loosening up for the Dodgers. Here is a 1-2 pitch to Corbin Carroll. A little up high, went with a high fastball, could not induce the swinging strike.
For the Tawa would be taking off. Vesia, the lefty, but Tawa, every pitch has taken a step back towards the first base bag. He's not comfortable with the move yet.
2-2 to Carroll from Alex Vesia. And the pitch. There goes Tawa for second base. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him.
Well, Tawa's playing cat and mouse, and he got me too, because every pitch that Vesia had made, with that exception, he had gone back to the first base bag by a full step.
He struck him out on a slider. Now with 2 down, 2 men in scoring position for Ketel Marte.
That slider was a big pitch. Vesia last year, just a 106 batting average against it.
And with first base open, they're going to walk Marte here to get to Gurriel, the right-handed hitter. And then we'll see if Dave Roberts goes to the bullpen here or not to get the right-hander Kasparius. He will do that. Here comes Dave. He's going to make the change. And Kasparius will be charged to get the right-handed hitting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with the bases loaded and 2 men out. The tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second. Pitching change, timeout, top of the 8th. The score, the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 0.
The Tacoma, I very specifically got it.
Running a business? You know that slow phone systems and missed messages cost you opportunities. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines communication, helps teams collaborate seamlessly, and respond to customers 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses already using OpenPhone. Get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/radio. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/radio. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
The market's uncertain, revenue's tight, and hiring on hold. That's why results-driven companies are using Upwork to keep work moving. Go to Upwork.com today and start hiring proven freelance talent fast. No bulky overhead. No rigid long-term contracts.
Learn how to earn at ArcoRewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Right-hander Ben Kasparius comes on his 16th appearance. He's 4-0, 3.26 ERA. And when you talk about Kasparius splits, right-handed batters hitting only 169 against it. And he's got to face a tough right-handed hitter in Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Bases loaded, Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. 2 men out. Kasparius needs to get one little out here. And the first pitch to Gurriel in there for a strike.
Well, for Gurriel, of course, had the grand slam in Arizona on the 9th of May. And in his career, bases loaded, .412 average. 7 grand slams.
0-1. Kasparius out of the stretch, delivers. Swing and a ground ball foul up the first baseline. He gets ahead of him, 0-2. Oh, what a big spot here for young Ben Kasparius.
Keep the ball out of the dirt. Kasparius normally very aggressive in attacking the strike zone, but you've got to be careful here.
0-2 the count. Kasparius with runners at first, second, and third. He will step off as Gurriel asked for time. Well, there's leverage, there's high leverage, and then there's what this is. Kasparius agrees with the sign from Smith. And now the home plate umpire, Edwin Moscoso, comes out from behind home plate, points to his eyes, and says to Kasparius, you've got to let the hitter be engaged with you before you can get ready to throw. So now everybody's set to go again, and time is called again. It's a pitch clock violation on Kasparius because he did it twice in a row. So they're going to add an automatic ball. It's going to be 1-2. And Mookie Betts coming into the infield grass, telling him, hey, don't worry about it. Just throw a strike.
Well, meanwhile, the clock is ticking right now.
It is. It's down to 10. Gurriel finally ready. Kasparius looking to deal the 1-2. Here it comes. A little bit low. Now it's 2-2. Slider away. Kasparius rubbing up the baseball while the clock winds down. He digs in out of the stretch from the first base side of the rubber. 2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Gurriel swings, pops it up down the left field line into foul ground. Chasing it is Muncy and Betts, and it hits the netting. And Gurriel basically threw the bat at the baseball. The bat is resting to the left of the mound. So it's a foul ball, and he'll get another pitch.
Big moment in the game and a very weird swing by Gurriel. Looked like the bat just came out of his hands easily. He got a break.
Dodgers with a 1-0 lead. Diamondbacks have the bases loaded. 2 outs. Kasparius set on the hill. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Gurriel looks at a slider, and it's called low. And now the merry-go-round will start.
Yeah, well, and now the emphasis is at how big was that pitch clock violation. Now you got a 3-2 count.
Gurriel is allowed to take a timeout. Runners will go with the pitch. 3-2. Kasparius set at the belt. The right-hander kicks, fires. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a slider. Oh, what a pressure cooker for Ben Kasparius. The Diamondbacks leave them loaded. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dodgers still with a 1-0 lead.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodger fans. In the game of life, with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of...
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
None of this would be possible without unbelievable teammates over the years, coaches, and managers. So all of them, I'm thankful. They've been great teachers for me. I hope I've left something for them.
That's Don Mattingly after his number 23 was retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Finally going to pinch hit for Ha-Seong Kim with Shohei Ohtani on deck. And a new pitcher on, the only lefty out of the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Jalen Beeks. Beeks' first pitch to Edmonds, swung on and lifted into shallow left center field. Out goes Perdomo, still going out. He makes the catch, nearly colliding with Gurriela's left fielder. One pitch and one away as Edmonds makes the out. Tommy's first at bat presented by Edmonds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one all on Edmonds.com. And here's Ohtani with one out. Ohtani 0 for 3 tonight. And the pitch. He swings and cracks one toward the gap in left center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Ohtani around first, and he is going to be into second with a double. Ohtani picks up his 9th double of the season. And the Dodgers have their 4th double of the game, looking to cash in with some insurance in the bottom of the 8th.
That is a huge run in scoring position right now.
Well, Mookie Betts coming up. As Betts is 1 for 3. Singled in the first inning. 264 the average for Mookie. One out, the pitch to him. That's outside. Mookie and Beeks were teammates briefly in Boston. And while he was in Boston, Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo was the bench coach there. 1-0 pitch, counted and missed. And they had a long conversation down by the third base bag this afternoon while players are out doing early work. Ohtani leads at second, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mookie. Pitch on the way from Beeks, and Mookie fouls it off. Well, we should take a moment to congratulate our colleague Joe Davis, who was presented tonight an award in New York, the Sports Emmys, the National Sports Emmys tonight, and for outstanding personality, play-by-play in sports from Fox Sports. And Joe Davis with a huge award tonight. There's a ground ball hit to third base. Suarez is in the game, looks the runner back to second, goes on to first. Mookie is out, 2 away. For anybody in the business that we're in to get an award like that, that is just tremendous. So, congratulations to Joe and his family. Freddie Freeman 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. One run on 6 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 3 hits for the Diamondbacks. Shohei leads from second. And Freddie couldn't hold his swing up. That's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Left on left matchup. With Beeks working the extreme third base side of the pitching rubber. Pitch to Freeman is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the story here tonight for the Dodgers. 6 no-hit innings, allowed only 1 through 7 before leaving. 1-1 inside to Freeman. Struck out 9, his second highest total of the season. Went through a career-high 110 pitches and gave the Dodgers 7 strong innings. Tanner Scott now warming in the bullpen. He'll pitch the 9th. 2-1. Freeman swing and a miss. 2-2. How about Ben Kasparius? Nerves of steel. Walking a tightrope without a net, and he came out unscathed. In the 8th, 2-2, bounce foul. I mean, how about this for a young pitcher? You got to come in a 1-0 game, bases loaded. 8th inning. And he got out of it, inducing the strikeout on a slider on a 3-2 pitch.
Maybe to regain the concentration, too, after that pitch violation that went past the clock.
2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Freeman hits a slow comebacker to the pitcher. And Beeks will walk it over to first base. Tosses to Naylor for the third out. We go to the ninth. Tanner Scott will try to save it for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. We're through 8 full. It's the Dodgers 1.
Running a business? You know that slow phone systems and missed messages cost you opportunities. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines communication, helps teams collaborate seamlessly, and respond to customers 24/7. Join over 60,000 businesses already using OpenPhone. Get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/radio. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. openphone.com/radio. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is Baltimore chop. Do you know what it means? Baltimore chop, a ground ball that hits in front of or off of home plate and then takes a high hop.
Baltimore chop, right side low, race to the bag, not in time.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Top of the 9th inning, left-hander Tanner Scott comes on. Trying to save it for Yamamoto. A 1-0 Dodger lead. 22nd appearance for Scott. 9 saves and 11 opportunities. Naylor, check swing, foul ball, third base side for strike 1. Miguel Rojas is in at second base as a defensive replacement. Tommy Edman remains in the game in center field. And Kike Hernandez has moved from center over to left with Conforto coming out. 0-1 pitch from Scott. Naylor swings, hits a ground ball to first. Freddie one-hands it along the line. He'll hold his right hand up, saying, I got it. He steps on the bag for the first out of the 9th inning. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 877 Cars for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Gabriel Moreno, 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Walked his last time up in the 7th. Diamondback catcher takes inside ball 1. 1 out, top of the 9th. Dodgers looking to end a 4-game losing skid. Get even with the Diamondbacks in this series. 1-0. Swung on, hit high and deep to left. Ranging over to the corner, Kike Hernandez still running. Kike leaps, and it is in the stands for a game-tying home run. Gabriel Moreno with another big swing for the Diamondbacks in this season series. Oh, the Dodgers had just 2 outs to go, and Tanner Scott gives up the home run. It is 1-1 in the top of the 9th.
Well, for Moreno, we talked about it over in Arizona. There's nothing dainty about the way that he swings the bat. Took a high breaking ball the first pitch, and the second pitch was batting practice location fastball right down Broadway.
Moreno has 3 home runs on the season. All of them have been against the Dodgers.
Well, it's just a bad pitch in the 9th inning in a 1-run ball game. Hitter still has to hit it, but
Randall Grichuk pinch hitting for Pavin Smith, getting the right-handed bat in there in the 9th inning. Grichuk, the pinch hitter, takes in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Meantime, Kevin Ginkel has begun to throw for the Diamondbacks now that we know there will be a bottom of the ninth. Gabriel Moreno is becoming the new Christian Walker. Christian Walker just tormented the Dodgers. And glad he's elsewhere now. He's in Houston. But Moreno is starting to be that guy. And he started in the postseason in 2023. The Diamondbacks came in here and beat the Dodgers. There's a fly ball to right field. Coming in and over toward the line is Pages. He'll settle under it and make the catch. 2 down. Well, it's too bad that Yamamoto will not get a decision here. Boy, did he pitch a great ball game. That is a shame he will not get a win out of this. The decision will belong to the bullpen. Geraldo Perdomo, who doubled in the 8th inning, is up with 2 down. He takes a pitch low and inside. Shelby Miller, another right-hander, former Dodger, has joined Ginkel warming up in the Arizona bullpen. Pitch swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Perdomo. Well, Yamamoto tonight was absolutely dazzling. And he'll have to settle for the fact he threw 1 hit shutout baseball for 7 innings. 1-1. Perdomo drops a bunt down. It dies in the grass by the third baseline for a bunt base hit with 2 outs in the 9th. And the Diamondbacks get the go-ahead run on base, and they'll get Tim Tawa to the plate. What do you think of the timing of the bunt?
I think it's terrific. Timing of the bunt, get a runner on base. You don't have to stand there and just swing for the fences all the time, and perfectly executed bunt. Hit a run off the end of the bat. Again, I've talked so many times, the last 3 or 4 inches of the bat, if you can bunt it out there, it absorbs the energy.
First pitch to Tawa is inside, ball 1, 1-0. Tawa pinch hit in the 8th inning. He laid down a bunt base hit. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tawa. For the Dodgers in the bottom of the 9th inning, Will Smith, Max Muncy, and Andy Pages are the scheduled hitters. One ball, 1 strike pitch. And Tawa fouls it back. Interesting to note about the Diamondbacks in the bunt. They had 1 bunt all season up until tonight, and they have had bunts in back-to-back innings in the 8th and 9th innings. Gabriel Moreno with a game-tying home run into the left field corner. Scott throws over to first base and Perdomo back.
Well, the bunt, if you have any type of running speed at all, why would you not work on perfecting the bunt? Not going to bunt all the time. Game on the line, not a bad weapon.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a fastball. And now the Dodgers bats have to go to work. Moreno with a game-tying homer. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 1, Diamondbacks 1.
When you want Dodgers, the only...
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is painting the black. Do you know what it means? Painting the black. When the pitcher throws the ball over the edge of the plate. While home plate itself is white, it's bordered by a black beveled edge, which is usually covered by dirt.
Painted the black with a knuckle curve for a cold strike 3.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Series between the Dodgers and the Yankees. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball. On top of the mountain. On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Right-hander Kevin Ginkel comes out to pitch for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-1. Will Smith will lead things off for the Dodgers. Max Muncy will be on deck. Dodgers have walked off 3 times this year. 28th of March, Mookie Betts hit a 3-run homer. Pitch outside. Against Atlanta, Shohei had a solo home run on the 2nd of April. And the last one, Tommy Edmonds singled in the 10th inning against Miami on the 28th of April. Pitch to Will. And he takes a strike. Will has 6 career walk-off hits, half of them home runs. Dodgers get to Kevin Ginkel in Arizona. Now the 1-1 pitch from the right-hander. And Will takes a ball outside, a slider.
After Ginkel comes on, that ERA at 9. That's over 10 games.
Well, they got Ginkel for 5 runs in a third of an inning back on the 9th of May. Dodgers in that 14-11 win. Those 5 runs against Ginkel came in the 9th inning. 3-ball, 1-strike count to Will Smith. Ginkel fires, and that's down the middle for a strike. Full count on Will Smith. 3-2. Will hitting .339. He doubled and drove in a run in the 4th inning tonight. 3-2 pitch, fouls it back. Smith will jump back in the right-hand batter's box and wait. As Ginkel, Yankee right-hander, gets ready to go. He comes set, glove up by the chest. Now the payoff pitch to Will. And he checked his swing. They appealed on to first. He did not swing. And Will Smith works himself a leadoff walk, and the Dodgers have the winning run at first base.
Yeah, that slider just kept sliding out away, and for Will Smith, real close to not being able to check the swing, but there's the winning run on base. Nobody out.
Max Muncy 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. He singled in the 7th. Nobody out, runner aboard. Ginkel ready to throw. 1-1 score. And Muncy swings, hits a drive down the right field side, but it's hooking. Oh, it's in the second deck in foul territory. Oh, he annihilated that baseball, but he pulled it too much. That slider just hung right over the plate on the inside half.
That slider didn't do much sliding.
0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to Muncy. Well, Muncy's biggest walk-off hit came in Game 3 of the World Series in 2018. After a 7-hour and 20-minute game, he hit one out to left center to win it. 0-2. That's up high. Ball and 2 strikes to Muncy. If I recall correctly, he hit a ball just like that. That foul ball he just hit in the 13th inning that would have won it for the Dodgers. Now a 1-2. He did not chase the ball in the dirt. Check swing. The appeal at third base confirmed it. Two and 2 to Muncy. Smith leads off of first. Kevin Ginkel, the Arizona right-hander, throws home. And Max with a protection swing, stays alive at the plate. Foul ball.
Another slider.
2-2.
Well, the outfield gives a big gap to left center field. The offside infield playing to pull.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Muncy swings and strikes out at the slider. One away. So there's about 10 miles per hour of separation between the fastball and the slider. 95 on the fastball for Ginkel, 85 on the slider with movement, so not an easy pitch to connect with. Teoscar Hernandez has a bat in his hands in the on-deck circle. Andy Pages is up. And Pages takes the ball low. Smith, the winning run, is at first base. Bottom of the ninth, 1 on, 1 out. A 1-1 ball game here in game 2 of this 3-game set. Ginkel ready. His 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air down the right field line. Playable for Corbin Carroll. And just where the grass and the track meet in fair territory, he makes the catch for the second out. And Teoscar Hernandez will come up and pinch hit. Chance to win the ball game here. Fans realizing Teoscar's coming to the plate. And a standing ovation for Teoscar Hernandez. Diamondbacks have a short meeting on the mound to talk over the pinch hitter.
Make some noise!
So Teoscar now in his 1,000th career game now that he's up there as a pinch hitter. Hitting .306, 9 homers, 35 runs batted in. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Got the slider. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 1-1 score. Oh, 1 to Teoscar Hernandez. Infield back. And way back at third, guarding the line, is Eugenio Suarez. Left a big hole between short and third, but protecting against the double here. Stretching the 0-1 pitch to Teoscar coming. Looks at a ball in the dirt, blocked by Moreno. Ball and a strike to Teoscar Hernandez. Took some at-bats in a rehab game the other day at Rancho Cucamonga before returning to the lineup last night. 1-1. Up high for a ball. 2 balls. Oh no, called a strike.
That a strike.
Are you kidding me? Wow. It is called a strike. So the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hernandez. As Ginkel got a gift. Now the pitch, and that's low. 2-2. Kike Hernandez on deck. Smith, the leadoff walk, gets off of first. And Ginkel ready to deal the 2-2 to Teoscar. Here's the pitch. Way up high, ball 3. Now Will get a head start. The outfield playing deep. There's a big gap at left center. If he can catch that gap, Will's going to run. Stretch by Ginkel. The Arizona right-handers 3-2. Swung on and fouled off at the plate with Smith on the move. Back to first base goes Smith. Ginkel now towing the rubber right in the middle. Looking into the target. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Teoscar draws the 2-out walk. So the two worst kinds of walks Ginkel has issued, the leadoff walk and the 2-out walk. And this will give Kike Hernandez a chance to get something done. And now Brian Kaplan, the pitching coach for Arizona, is going to come out and have a meeting.
Yeah, well, this isn't much to talk about because the last at bat, Kike Hernandez really had difficulty with sliders away from the right-hander. And would imagine he better be prepared to see sliders away here. Oh, they may showcase a fastball.
Well, as a hitter, knowing what that happened to you in your last at bat with sliders away, how do you approach this one?
Well, what I would suggest is think up the middle. And the reason up the middle, it keeps you on the ball longer. When you're trying to pull that slider that's down and away with really good movement, right-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher, you have a tendency to pull off. That's exactly what Hernandez did in two swings earlier in the ball game. See that back foot slide back as he's beginning to swing. That doesn't help on the breaking ball away either.
2 outs, winning runners in scoring position. Kike at the plate. And Ginkel's first pitch is outside, ball 1.
Well, important for Will Smith to get a very good lead. He's not the fleetest of foot. Again, they're not real strong throwing arms in the outfield. So he's going to have to get a good secondary lead. Did not in the first pitch.
Ready for the 1-0. And the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Tommy Edman on deck. Two 2-0 to Kike. Good hitter's count. He's got ahead of Ginkel. Stretching the pitch. Way outside, 3-0. Now the game in the balance here. And a 3-0 count on Kike Hernandez. And Ginkel ready to deal. Here comes his 3-0 pitch. Looked to be inside, but called a strike. Kike was jumping to get out of the way. And the count goes to 3-1. That was a wide strike zone tonight. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul. Now the count full, and the runners will go. That was so close to being ball 4.
Well, does this set up the slider on the 3-2 with the runners going?
Kike's got to really be disciplined here if he sees that pitch outside. 3-2. Smith at second base, the winning run. Teoscar Hernandez behind him at first. Payoff pitch. Slider outside, swing and a miss, strike 3, and we go to extra innings. We're through 9 full at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 1, Arizona 1.
It never ends. Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang. Today's phrase is ducks on the pond. Do you know what it means? Ducks on the pond. When 2 or 3 runners are on base.
3 ducks on the pond. Ozzie, Nicky, and Marcel. 2-2. Ground ball. Diving stop, but everybody's safe.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Top of the 10th inning. Eugenio Suarez will lead off. Tanner Scott stays on the pitch. Tim Tawa is the placed runner at second base. Andy Pages moves over to left field with Teoscar Hernandez entering the game in right. And Kike Hernandez comes in from left to play second base. Pitch to Suarez, right-handed batter, locked up, swing and a miss. 0-1. Scott going a little deeper in the game than he normally does. 1-1 the score here in the 10th. Pitch swung on, fouled off, and it's 0-2.
Suarez almost fell down after that swing. He wound up about 10-12 feet down the first base line. But you sure take a good rip, young man.
This is the first time all season that Tanner Scott has gone more than one inning. And nobody up in the bullpen behind him. Kicking the 0-2. Low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gabriel Moreno, a game-tying home run, 1 out in the top of the 9th. Dodger bullpen has allowed 7 home runs over their last 4 games. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards short. Mookie Betts stabs it. Looks the runner back. Throw to first. Dug out by Freeman. Well, they get the out and prevent the runner from moving up.
And for a moment, Mookie Betts was having to contend with the runner at second, Tawa, and just making the throw over to first base bag.
Well, that's a 50-50 decision on the part of the base runner, isn't it?
Yep.
Where that ball was hit, typically you're going to see guys take off for third on a ball hit there. And now Corbin Carroll, the leadoff hitter, who's 0 for 4 tonight, stands in and takes ball 1, a little bit high. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And Carroll takes a strike. I mean, that particular ground ball, when you get into your secondary lead, you're going to be either even with the ball where it is or you're going to be past it. And the runner, or the fielder rather, has to cross behind you the other way. So it's unlikely you're going to be out at third on a play like that. 1-1, that's outside. So really a break for the Dodgers there.
Yeah, depending upon where that shortstop is playing behind you. If you're the runner at second leading off, anything hit to your left, you would think you'd be taking off immediately.
2-1 pitch coming to Carroll. Swings, hits the ball toward the gap left field. That ball's going to be deep. That ball's gone. A 2-run home run to the opposite field by Corbin Carroll. And for the first time tonight, the Diamondbacks have the lead. It's the second home run allowed by Tanner Scott. And Arizona leads it 3-1 in the 10th.
Well, we mentioned that the Dodgers in that 4-game losing streak that they came in tonight. They've given up 32 runs, 16 by the starters, 16 by the relievers, but tonight, all 3 against the pen.
Base is clear, 1 out. And now the Dodgers have some serious work to do in the bottom of the inning, but now for Scott, he's going to have to go as long as he can, and it probably won't be much longer as Anthony Banda now starts to throw for the Dodgers. 0-1 pitch. Marte hits it up in the air, foul down the right field side. That'll make the seats. Oh, 0-2 to Ketel Marte. He's been on base 3 times tonight. Only once with a hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Scott blew it by him for the second out. 2 down, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. walks slowly to home plate.
2 home runs off of Tanner Scott on 2 less than stellar pitches.
Pitch to Gurriel. There's a ball. They peeled on to first on a check swing, but it didn't go. Shelby Miller will pitch in the bottom of the 10th. And Kike Hernandez will be the placed runner at second base with Tommy Edman due to lead off. There's a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. And with 2 outs, the Diamondbacks have another base runner. Josh Naylor will come up and hit, a left-handed hitter. Will Smith's going to go out and pay Tanner Scott a visit here. Give him a little bit of a breather, but also give Bonda more time to warm up. Well, what a turn of events. When you look at what Corbin Carroll is doing, he's back to what he was his rookie season, and maybe even better. It was his 15th home run. He's now driven in 34. And Dave's coming to get him now, as Will bought him as much time as he could. So Scott's going to come out, and he is now on the hook. And Anthony Bonda will come in. We'll take a pitching change timeout. First, though, let's pause 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves. You're listening to the World Champion Launch.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For America. When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Anthony Bonda comes in, gets ready to throw his first pitch. 2 outs, top of the 10th, 3-1 Arizona. Bonda's first pitch to Naylor is sliced down the left field side. That's a long run for Pages. He won't get to it. It's out of play for strike one.
That was something that was very interesting during that pitching change. Here's Arturo Lovello, the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, came out of the dugout and called over his third base coach, Sean Larkin. And they had a very long discussion, at the same time looking at the lineup card. Interesting look.
0-1 pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. Appeal by the third base umpire, David Rackley. 0-2 to Josh Naylor. What do you think they were chatting about?
Well, unless they were trying to figure out, okay, what do we do in the bottom half of the inning? Is it going to change any defense? Who's available on their bench? Because they were looking at the lineup card.
We only have one player left. That's the catcher, backup catcher, Herrera, a switcher. Dodgers have only one player available, too, Dalton Rushing. Now an 0-2, runner goes. Pitch is swung on, bounce to Freeman at first. He'll play the hop right by the cut of the grass. Step on the bag for out number 3. 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. It's the Diamondbacks 3, Dodgers 1.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You've kept your form in top shape for the season, Capricorn, but now you're noticing that the tricks of the game are coming to you easier than ever before. You're able to understand the strategy behind baseball that's giving you an extra edge on the field. This combined mental and physical strength will help the team coast to the postseason.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Deep to right field. It is into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Bottom of the 10th inning. Dodgers trailing 3-1. The placed runner is Kike Hernandez, so Tommy Edman at the plate represents the tying run. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. And then Mookie Betts to follow. Facing Shelby Miller, making his 21st appearance for the Diamondbacks. Out of the stretch, first base side of the rubber, first pitch in there for a strike. Edman, switch hitter, batting left. Came in the 8th inning and popped up to short. 242 on the season. And Miller deals. Swing and a foul back, and it's 0-2 on Tommy Edman. In extra innings, the Dodgers are 2-2. The Diamondbacks are 2-3. Kike leads at second base while Miller goes into his stretch. The 0-2 pitch to Tommy Edman coming. He swings and pokes it to left field down the line. That is going to be a base hit. Kike touches third. He's going to score. Ball misplayed by the wall. And into second is Tommy Edman. The Dodgers get a run. It's 3-2.
Well, don't go away. Edman, I mean, that's just such a professional approach. Critical situation, game on the line. You're down 0-2. And not a bad pitch thrown by Miller. That ball was tailing away, and Edman went out and got it. Tough try by Gurriel in left, trying to backhand the ball. So there's a tying run, scoring position.
And they're going to walk Shohei Ohtani. Torey Lovullo is going to gamble here and put the winning run on base. And Mookie Betts will be the batter. So again, it's a pick your poison moment, and we've seen what happens when Ohtani is walked in front of Betts.
Well, not only you've got very good speed on the bases right now as well.
Mookie has been really good in these situations. Now 2 on and nobody out. Winning run at first. 3-2, Diamondbacks lead. Pitch. And Mookie swings, hits a high fly ball to center. It's going to be playable out there. Catch is made. Edman tags from second and heads to third. So Mookie is out, 1 out, and the tying run is at third with Freddie Freeman coming up. First and third and 1 out.
Well, a couple of things right here. Obviously, first of all, get a good pitch. Secondly, Keep the ball off the ground. Ground ball could lead to a double play, could lead to game over.
Well, Miller out there pitching for the third time in 3 days. First time he's done that in his career. And Freddie trying to take advantage. Pitch to Freeman. He lets it go for a strike on the outside corner. Freeman 2 for 4 tonight. 2 doubles and a run scored. 1 out, bottom of the 10th. Edman, the tying run, is at third. Ohtani, the winning run at first. There goes Shohei for second. They're going to let him go. And now the winning run is in scoring position as Ohtani steals his 11th base of the season.
Yeah, there's no way they could take a chance and throw the ball down, not with the speed of Edman and also the defense, because at third they're playing off the line and they're going to take no chances with Freeman. They will put him aboard and hope they can get the double play and end this ball game.
And this is a big roll of the dice for the Diamondbacks, considering you're walking to get to a guy who is Major League Baseball's leading hitter with runners in scoring position, batting just about 500. Bases loaded, 1 out, pitch to Will Smith, and he takes low, ball 1.
Again, keep the ball off the ground. They tried to pitch last at bat. They tried to pitch Will Smith up in the strike zone. He chased one, let this next one go.
1-0 to Smith. The pitch. It hit him. It hit Will Smith. This is a tie game. Tommy Edman comes in to score. It's 3-3. And Max Muncy a chance to win it. 1 out. Ohtani, the winning run, is at third. So the move backfires on the Diamondbacks. And now the Dodgers in the driver's seat with 1 out. Again, the pitching coach for the Diamondbacks comes out for a visit here. Boy, the ebb and flow of baseball, it can drive you crazy some nights, can't it?
Well, a lot of things that go on. And right now, this is a time also for the runners. Ohtani talked to Dino Ebel, third base coach. Then Ohtani went over and talked to Freeman at second base. Chris Woodward, the first base coach, talking to Will Smith. This is a spot here on a line drive. All runners freeze. On the ground, you're going. Fly ball in the air, tag up. On the line drive, freeze. Get back to the bag.
So Tawa, the center fielder, playing way in here. The outfield shallow all the way around.
Yeah, well, Carroll can't throw anybody out from the depth that he's at. He does not have a strong throwing arm.
Bases loaded. Infield is in. 3-3. Ball game on the line. Pitch to Muncy. It's outside, ball 1.
I think Dino Ebel, if the outfielders catch the ball where they're standing, Dino Ebel will throw. I mean, they've got to come in very shallow. The runner at third base is Shohei Ohtani, who's fast. None of the three can throw them out from where they're standing.
Ohtani leading at third. 1-0. And Muncy takes low. It's 2-0 to Max. Muncy 1 for 3 with a walk tonight. 3-3 score. Bottom of the 10th. Bases full of Dodgers. Still 1 out. Outfield very shallow. 2-0 pitch to Muncy. He swings and fouls it back. 2 balls and a strike to Max. Miller threw him a fastball down the middle, but by the knees.
Gurriel has moved in a couple of steps and left. Thomas has moved in a couple of steps, but still, Carroll, in my estimation, still too deep to throw out Ohtani.
2-1 to Muncy. Swings, hits a high drive to center field. This is going to do it. Tawa going back. He's going to make the catch. Ohtani tags. He will score, and the Dodgers walk it off. For the 4th time this year, Max Muncy's sacrifice fly wins it for the Dodgers. 4-3 final score. They were down 3-1 in the top of the 10th. And they come back to put 3 of their own on the board in the bottom of the inning and win their 30th game of the season. Boy, how do you like that? It's the 7th career walk-off hit. Not really a hit, but it's a walk-off RBI for Max Muncy, as the Dodgers come from behind for the 16th time this season.
The Dodgers showed here in the bottom of the 10th inning a club that, in my estimation, shows the concentration.
Who taught us how to properly invest or how to protect and build wealth, even in down markets? At Trading Academy, that's exactly what you'll learn. Real strategies you can actually use, from making your first investment to achieving your future goals. Learn what you're doing and why with confidence and a plan. Stop feeling like you're falling behind and learn how to start building a better financial.
Ohtani has the stolen base. Mookie Betts gets the job done by hitting the ball deeply enough to get their runner over to third. And then for Freeman, they walked him intentionally. Will Smith gets hit. And then for Max Muncy, who we keep talking about, hitting the ball hard. He did it again tonight. He had one other hit before coming on, had a line drive to right field on top of it. But the Dodgers looked like all of a sudden, hey guys, that's enough of this 4-game losing streak. We're not going to make it 5. And the good thing is while he does not get the win, for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, we talked about it, Tim, right from the beginning of the ball game. Dave Roberts almost pleading through the media today that they needed strong innings, strong game from Yamamoto. Well, he did that and even more. 1 hit over 7 innings. And then the bullpen, the overworked bullpen of this Dodger ball club. But all in all, it's a good way to stop that streak. And now they hopefully embarking upon a long win streak.
Final totals in the ball game for the Dodgers: 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 9 left. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on base. Anthony Banda pitched the 3rd of an inning. He gets the win. Shelby Miller suffers the loss. Banda now 4-1, Miller 3-1. Game took 3 hours and 1 minute in front of a crowd of 51,932. Well, they grappled for 10 innings here tonight. The Dodgers got up off the mat in their 4-game losing streak, and they came off the top rope in the 10th inning and defeated the Diamondbacks by a 4-3 score. Dodgers now 30-19, while the Diamondbacks dropped to 26-23. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Make sure to join us. What does the series finale have in store against the Diamondbacks? Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck, begins at 6 o'clock. First pitch is at 7:10. The Navy and Dodgers Clubhouse Show with Tim Cates coming up next. For Rick Monday, Dwayne McDonald and Colin Yee back at our Burbank studios. I'm Tim Never. Good night from Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers walk it off in 10 on a Max Muncy sacrifice fly to center field, scoring Shohei Ohtani with the game winner. 4-3 the final. Thanks for listening. Stand by. The postgame show's next.
You win the World Series,
clinching a World Series championship.
You're the world champions.
As it should be.
And that's fine. For now.
I'm going to need more.
But you know what sounds even better? Back-to-back.
Back-to-back-to-back.
World champions. Dodger baseball is here.
This is just the beginning.
Don't miss a moment of the action all season long as the boys in blue look to run it back. Hear every game on air at AM 570 and streaming online on the iHeartRadio app.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs. The perfect start to making your L.A. dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy, local, original, great.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients like Jacoby & Myers. If you've been injured, let Jacoby & Myers go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve. Call Jacoby & Myers today for a free consultation at 1-800-5 million.
This ball's back! There it is! Number 50! The first player in the history of Major League Baseball!
Tell me who done done it like this. Got the whole place looking, try to get another glimpse.
A walk-off grand slam!
A little bit of that and a whole lot of this.
Unanimous MVP for Shohei Ohtani.
Must-see TV.
They added even more pieces to this roster.
Unrelenting.
This is the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Top of the heap, baby.
LA Dodgers baseball is brought to you by First 5 California, LA Care. Visit lacare.org. Jacoby & Myers.
Justice for you since 1972.
4.
Built for tough.
California Community Colleges. And by Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel. Don't miss a moment on the Dodgers' quest to repeat. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Swings, it's a drive, deep left, it's heading back to the wall. It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! A walk-off winner for Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts with a bomb.
Witness the power of this. I'm about to win it again.
Shohei Ohtani unloads.
Belted it. You should be witnessing this. I gotta win it again.
Freddie Freeman, simply unstoppable.
This is world champion Navien Dodgers Clubhouse.
Unbelievable.
Presented by Navien Tankless Water Heaters.
For endless hot water, visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by
City of Hope,
a world-renowned research and treatment center for cancer, diabetes, and other life-threatening diseases.
your SoCal Chevy dealers.
Together, let's drive.
And by Spectrum. Here's your host for world champion Navien Dodgers Clubhouse. It's Tim Cates.
Dodgers get the win. Maybe not how they drew it up, but they end up winning in 10 innings with a 3-run bottom half of the 10th inning. Tommy Edman, an RBI double. Will Smith hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to tie it at 3. And then Max Muncy, a sac fly to center field, scoring Shohei Ohtani as the Dodgers win it in walk-off fashion. A 4-3 victory over the Diamondbacks in 10 innings. Dodgers snapping their 4-game losing streak with the walk-off win as they're now 30-19 on the season. Anthony Banda gets the win in relief. Shelby Miller, the former Dodger, gets the loss.